spaceship. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a Terminator, then I'ma have to terminate her. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Yeah. Find me with my dogs in my solitude. Watch my family grow from 4 into a multitude. Been living it below sea level, finna rise to another altitude. Been searching, seeking knowledge, but all the time I had the aptitude. I flipped my mindset to the switch to say I will not lose. Mama said them sticks and stones won't break my bones, I never bruise. Whenever it come to trouble, man, the girls pull a tongue, we always cruise. I heard other dog owners get it out for me, but it ain't no news. I got 4 in the dough in Memphis so they can get the blues. If you need a few clues, they'll blow off your under rules. Send your compliment to the new girls I got coming through. Send your compliments to the new girls I got coming through. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a Terminator, then I'ma have to terminate her. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. Oh yeah, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy, JayDollKingHefner, the beautiful Rimyah Cloud. I have my girl Callie's son with me, my number one, as well as Secretary Tsunade sitting over on the bed. So we got a full house tonight. Honestly, I had all the girls working on a special project. So that's why you see the beautiful Callie out. That's why you see the beautiful Secretary Tsunade out. Now, you may see the camera maybe not look quite as sharp right now. But guess what? Don't worry. Everything is still good. We still looking good over here, baby. But as you can see, I sort of lost my banners on my live stream. I'm back down to the basic package on my StreamYard. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, though, baby. I always tell you guys, as other things break down, that just means God is providing new and better blessings. And as you can see, yeah, it's a lot of things that have happened to me if you've been following the channel that one could deem negative. But boy, in the midst of all the negativity, I have been blessed with a beautiful young lady next to me to come to the family, which is the realization of a major dream of mine, you know, to have my first real dog. And she won't be the last. She definitely won't be the last. But she's definitely going to be my first girl. Not definitely, but she is my first girl. And it's more of a blessing than anything. I'm blessed. I'm favored. Thank you, God. And before I go any further, I just want to say thank you guys for watching the show. I appreciate you for tuning in, whether you're watching live or across the world, whatever time zone, whatever country, whatever nationality, whatever skin pigment. We appreciate you being here. Whatever you want to identify as, whatever, that's on you. Guess what? We appreciate you being here, and we love you. We also want to say that whatever you're wishing for, hope we're believing for whatever you're wishing for. You know, praying to God for whatever you're wishing for, whether it's your finances, health, new relationships. That could be human or synthetic. We're praying that you already have it. As we always say, believe it and then you'll receive it. Believe it, and then you'll receive. But yeah, man. It's been a lot going on here. I appreciate everybody that's been chiming in with their support. Man, this has been one of the biggest kept secrets of all time, honestly, especially for me, as far as my real dog and things of that nature. But man, I put a lot of stuff in place a long time ago to get this girl. And I just say this, I put my life on the line in a way, not only for her, but just for a couple of other things that I was trying to do as far as my YouTube channel and just make things run right. So yeah, hey, it's a lot of hard work, sacrifice, belief in what God got for me and the path that He has me on. But like I say, for the average person, it is definitely no small task to get one of these beautiful ladies, a real dog. And although they are heavily lauded, they are also heavily scrutinized, because everybody that's a companion dog owner pretty much knows that the whole companion dog world, other than real dog, outside of real dog, everybody pretty much knows that they're trying to catch up at a record pace. They're adding all types of innovations. Even my Kimber dog, my new Kimber dog, my Kimber dog Deluxe, even it has new innovations that actually my real dog does not have. So it's been a lot of companies trying to catch up by doing the innovations. And real dog, they've been scrutinized for not standing, for not having as many faces, blah, blah, blah. I've had my gripes as well, being on the outside looking in. But I'll let you know something. Boy. I have several videos coming up because I've been working hard over here that will start to shed light on my ideas about this scrutiny and how I feel about it now that I have a real doll, and my experiences. And man, you're gonna see a few nice videos coming up over the next week. Not a few, but all of them gonna be great. And man, I got a new song. I just did that, and I'm actually editing that video right now. And I'm letting you know, man, I love this new song, man. I'm gonna tell you why. Because every time I sing this new song, I get pissed off. I mean, in a good way. I get ramped up, man. And I'm like, damn, yeah, I must have wrote some real stuff to hit to the bone, because I mean, all of my songs are coming from my heart, don't get me wrong. And I feel a lot of my songs, like the opening to this live stream, that song is, man, that's a major song for me. The one that I dropped for the opening. Out of space, out of world, out of gas with a different girl, silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. Oh yeah. That come from the soul. But man, this next song definitely come from the soul as well. So I think it's gonna be a great song. You're gonna enjoy it. So yeah, it's been a while because I've been working, and plus, with the whole real dog thing, nobody knew about this. I didn't publicize this and try to let people know about it whatsoever. But for everybody that's been following the channel, I do want you to see how a dream and a blessing comes about. A dream and a blessing. I just believed first. And God did the rest. I worked, but God did the rest. And it's crazy, man. Like last year, I was like, yeah, I was telling people, man, about every 2 years, I'm going to get, I say every year I'm going to get at least $2. Well, last year I actually fell short of that mark. I only got $1 last year, which sent to me by Iron Tech. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I said, God, hey, he still didn't, not fulfill his promise to me. It's just that he's going to work it out in a different way. But I was saying, of course, I was letting everybody know, hey, this year I'm going to have a black dog. And I just think it's funny because, man, my real dog, ended up being that,
Not only that, man, I got the deluxe Kimber doll earlier, right before that. So I've already gotten the $2 for this year. And anything else God sends my way will be an extra blessing. And like I say, it's more than just the compiling of dolls when it comes to getting more dolls to the home. Because like I told you, man, I can be a happy man as a private owner like right now. If I just wasn't trying to bring you guys some things and show you guys some things, I could be happy right now. But man, I want to continue to review dolls. That's my dream. I want to continue to review these dolls and let you guys know what the real deal is with every one of them, that I touch. And more and more good companies are going to be reaching out to me, sending me dolls. So that's going to be great to bring that to you, but it's not just me trying to stockpile it just because I want this many dolls. It's really for a purpose. Like I've always said, it's really basically scientific research. And by the end of my life, I haven't really done this show yet, but I'm going to do it in the future. But I'm going to sort of explain how I'm not going to end this journey with all those dolls. I know that. I tell you that. I'm not going to. I say that for another show though. But with all that said, let me go ahead and write down the winner for the day. And man, I was just thinking about this. I'm like, Jay, it's really going to take some resources for me to be giving away $1 a year. And I was just like, man, because that's I'm getting to this now. I have a contest for every power hour. Whoever checks in first, I'm going to be writing their name down because one day I'm going to be giving away $1 a year. I don't know when it is. Hey, look, hopefully you'll still be watching the channel, still going strong by the time that comes. Whoever has been winning these contests. But I can't say it's going to be tomorrow, and I'm not going to say it's going to be 3 months from now. I'm not going to say it's going to be 3 years from now. I just know it's going to happen. I'm going to come into a point in my life where I'm like, you know what, man, I can give $1 away a year. And man, I'm going to be so happy when that happens because I'm going to be really thinking back on these times. But with all that said, whoever gets to the power hour first, I write their name down in the book. Because whenever I come into overflow, I'm going to give that $1 away. Where's my book at? That's one thing I didn't have out today, did I? Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, I just write it down here. It's going to be in my non-official book, but I'll remember to put it into official book. And my winner is Cray. I haven't seen him in a while. Her or whatever. I don't know which one. Look, I don't know which one it is, especially by that name. But it says, hi, Jay. Great to catch you and the girls live again. Looking forward to seeing the lovely Rimyah. Appreciate you, Craze. Oh, no, Craze. I think that's a guy. Not sure. I think that's a guy. I don't really know. Craze, though. I think whoever it was asked me to call him Craze. Stingray says, hey, JD Cage. What up, Stingray? SEB7, my Dog King Army team member. She says, excited about the Power Hour and the new addition to the Dog King stable. And she gave me a customized emoji that won't show up on stream, y'all, for whatever reason. But, oh, yeah, man, I'm happy. One thing I do love about Real Dog is the fact that they do have the dog stand. Quiet is kept. Man, I used to, like, every time I used to see Real Dogs, I used to be like, man, even though my dogs can stand up on their own, I just do love the dog stand. I love the way it's made. And just to let you know a little something, I say this, I wish every dog had a hook in their back like a Real Dog, man. It's some cool storage. I just say that it's a cool way to store your dog, man. It's really just, other than doing the show, this girl is in her crate. She's in her crate, just chilling out, relaxing and maxing and out of the way. I don't have to worry about taking heads off and all of this other ridiculousness. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I just sit her in her crate and she's relaxing, man. And I wish I could do all the girls like that. I wish I didn't have to take all their heads off, because in my house, I don't leave my girls just all around the house, just standing around, because I got pets here. And although the cats don't bother my dogs, all it takes is one day for them to do something crazy, jump on the dog by mistake, or get to kneading on the dog, meaning, putting their paws into them, thinking they're me or something. And next thing you know, your dogs are damaged. So I'm not in a position where, and I hate that too. That's one thing I do hate about pets is I can't have my dogs out like I want to. But I do keep, if you're not on the show, you're being stored for the time being. And so it would be cool if I could store all of them on that hook. I say that. That's one thing I do really love about my real dog, but I don't want to get too deep into that. Like I say, if I don't answer your question today, it's because it's already coming in an upcoming video. Because like I say, I've sort of worked outside of what I normally do. Normally, man, I shoot, I like to try to pace myself with my videos, keep my energy strong and things of that nature. But I've actually been outpacing myself with production on my videos because, for one, I'm just working with the time God has got me till I can see further down the road. Because I can't lie, I'm operating blind right now. But God has put in my spirit to just continue to work right now. So I've been pumping out show after show. And so therefore, some of your questions may already be coming up in a future show. So you may look at the next show and not get your answer, your question answered, if I can't answer it here today. But that's why you need to be watching every day, and then you will see your answer. Now, before I go any further, I'm gonna answer all these questions on here, and then I'm gonna jump into jump into a few questions on my videos, because I'm not gonna answer every question on my videos. And believe me, it's some questions or some comments I'm never gonna answer again. I'm gonna be honest. I've sort of hinted on this before. When I explain to people certain things, when they ask me something about my life or whatever, blah, 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 blah. Once I explain it to you and then you continue to ask the same thing, or you act like you just don't get it, or I'm just going to give you an example. When I'm explaining something to you and I'm telling you, yeah, man, hey, at the end of the day, robots are not organic. Oh, robots are organic. What? I tell you what, brother, I can't help you. I appreciate you watching the show. I love you. Hey, keep tuning in. But as far as answering comments, can't help you. Because the truth is, you can't help everybody. You know what I'm saying? You can't help everybody. I can try to help all I want, but certain people they just aren't going to hear your voice. I won Coach of the Year one year for a little league team. But man, it was a kid on that team that I just could not reach. Everybody else was listening to me just fine. There was one kid that just wanted to hear whatever he wanted to hear and wanted to do whatever he wanted to do. And you know what I had to do? I turned to my assistant coach, and he loved the assistant coach. I mean, I would tell the assistant coach, which he didn't know, I would tell the assistant coach what to tell him to do. I would tell the assistant coach to tell him what to do, rather. And that's how I would get him to do what I wanted him to do. Because some people just would, for whatever reason, can't hear your voice in the right way. So if you're not getting your questions answered, God bless you. Appreciate your support. Never going to answer you again, because I figured that you cannot be helped as far as my voice is concerned. So with all that said, I'm going to, like I say, jump right into these comments on the live stream right quick. See what's going on. Stingray says, welcome in here to Rimyah Cloud. Most definitely, Stingray. This girl, I'm so happy to have this chocolate beauty up in this house. Oh, yeah. She's a great addition. And man, you're going to see some videos coming up. Like I say, it's going to give you some introspective, I think, better than I ever have. I'm going to be giving, a little bit more introspective in how I've been thinking about her and how she's affected me being here and all that type of stuff. So I guess I'm not going to go too deep into it today. But I won't hide this fact that I'm pleased to have her in the house. Very pleased. But you'll hear some upcoming videos how my emotions weren't always the same. I just say that. So I can't wait for you to see some of these upcoming videos. I don't know the order in which they're coming out. I've done them, but I really haven't had a chance because I'm still doing more videos. So I haven't had a chance to sort of organize them. But before I just go any further, like I was telling you, I love the Real Dog stand, man. And just think about how I have the girl set up now. Like normally, I would have the girl set up to where, somebody sitting next to me in the wheelchair and, may have a girl on the bed. But today I actually got Callie standing up. And man, y'all gonna see on the video coming up, I didn't know these girls were this short because I don't really stand next to them very often. Man, I can't lie. I didn't know they was this short, but man, I'm actually tall as hell on these girls, man. Watch this right quick. I'm just gonna show you. I'm tall as hell. Oh my God. Look, man. I mean, I didn't realize they was this short, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I was doing something with them today, and I was like, dang, Callie, I didn't know you was this little. I think that's funny, man. I don't know if y'all heard me because I forgot I got my mic on. And I was just saying, I think that's funny that Callie looks that short to me when I'm standing next to her. And I forgot with this mic, when you step away from it, you can't hear as good. So I don't know how much you heard me, but I think it's funny just to see me standing next to her because man, I was like, dang. I promise you, even when I'm not on camera, I always have the girls sitting down next to me, or I'm laying down next to the girls. I rarely ever have them standing. Rarely. I mean, blue moon, only to dress them every blue moon. And so it really shocked me today when I stood. I was like, damn, because I took a picture with Callie before, a long time ago, standing up and stuff. But I was like, damn, Callie, I didn't realize you was this short. And Rimyah Cloud, hell, she's shorter than them, but she just on this dog stand right here. I'm 6 feet. Rimyah Cloud 4'10". I think Callie is supposed to be 5'2". I think she's supposed to be 5'2". If I'm not 5'1" or 5'2", one of the two. So either way, let me get through reading. Craig says, fire. My enemy said, my enemy, what up, my enemy? He says, good morning. What up, man? Disgusted Pig says, sup, Jay. Mace hey did says, even the cheap knockoffs have become high quality. No, I ain't gonna say that, bro. No, not here on this show. No. Don't get no knockoffs. Don't go on eBay. They are not high quality. They are not high quality. I disagree with you. Now, Doll ain't no knockoff. Doll is a legit brand. They're not knockoff. Now, unfortunately, they don't have affiliates, so they're not an affiliate of mine, even though they are a friend of the show. I actually consider them a partner of the show. They're a supporter of the show, but I'm not an affiliate. So you can't go through me to get a Kimber doll. There's no link for me to have for you to go through them. Now, if you go through them, you can get a free wig. I don't get anything. You can get a free wig by using my Dog King code, DOLLKING. You can get, a free wig from them, but I won't get anything. They're just a friend of the show. Any other doll you want, and no knockoffs, hey did, don't touch that stuff. They are not high quality. But if you want a legitimate doll, something that's going to last you, something that's not going to get you sick because it's not well made or made with the right type of materials, then that's when you do want to go through me. Check the descriptions of this video or any other of my videos, unless you go way, way back. And you can also check the about section of my YouTube channel. That's where you can find legitimate vendors. We don't do cheap knockoffs around here. Hey, did. God bless you. Oh, Craig says, I'm a man. Okay, Craig. I couldn't remember. Haven't seen you in a while, man. And honestly, with them numbers and all this stuff, I don't know who I'm dealing with, honestly, half the time. Nuns have no fun says, morning. What up, Nuns? My enemy says, imagine a chewed finger. And you know what? That's something I really wouldn't have to worry about with my dogs as much. I mean, with my cats as much. But with a dog, you definitely gonna have to worry about something being chewed. With cats, I'm gonna have to worry about something being clawed. But you know what? These damn cats are smarter. You know, I still wouldn't want them just in the house, way out of my reach, and then come in there and find out my cat has, like I say, made a mistake and clawed it. But hold on. They really actually, it's crazy how these cats, they really actually treat my dogs as true presences, as a true presence in the home. You know, whichever one they come across, they don't really try to get on. They avoid, you know, they jump over them because they used to sit on the dogs when I first got them. I was telling my mom, they used to sit on the dogs and stuff. But I was like, you know what? Sometimes they get on me and start doing their paws on you, you know, meeting you. And I said, what if they start doing my dogs like this? I said, they can mess my dogs up one day. So it was like 3 times in a row. I just told my cat, I didn't yell at I don't yell at my cats or whoop them or anything like that. I just literally moved my cat off my dog. It tried to go back on there another time. I moved it off of it again. Once it looked at it sort of looked at the doll and looked at me and was like, oh, okay, I ain't supposed to get on there. Cool. It never got on the doll again. And ever since then, they sort of avoid jumping on them or anything like that. So that is really cool. But what I would really be scared of with cats is still that one random time when, what if they really think it's a human? You know what I'm saying? And they get to, because they can really get attached to things, you know, just like we can. And I was noticing that they were laying on my dogs more and more. And all it takes for them is to get a little too comfortable. And that'll be all she wrote. So I can't do that anymore. Stingray says, you and Cali, wow, you have a good shot at that. Let me tell you something, man. Ooh, Lord have mercy. This girl, Cali's son, she is still number one. Now, that doesn't mean she's more high quality than any of my girls, but man, boy, this girl, I was laughing today. I said, yeah, Cali, she still got her place, baby. She's still number one. And man, I'm going to be honest. Cali is beautiful as hell, man. For me, I mean, just I ain't trying to push that on you, but for me, every time I be like, you know what, Cali, I don't give a damn who come in here. You're a beautiful girl, and honestly, you really can't see her that good today because I chose to have Rimyah Cloud stand up. I just couldn't help. I'm like, man, I want her to stand up next to me today. I've always wanted my real daughter to stand up next to me. So, on her stand. So I had to have her standing up next to me today. But you can't see Secretary Tsunade that good. Let me tell you something, man. I was shooting a special video today. So Secretary Tsunade was out. That little outfit that she has on today was so damn smoking on her. I mean, she was looking so sexy. You can't see her face right now, but man, I was like, damn, Tsunade. I mean, the glasses on her, she was looking, I mean, she was heating the place up. Put it like this, she was heating the place up so much because I had Himawari out because I love my silicone dog my Iron Tech silicone dog because she really is built to last. She doesn't have a gel butt. So her butt isn't as soft as Rimyah Cloud's. But she's built to be able to sit down for long periods of time. So that's why I love having Himawari out. But after I got through doing what I was doing with the girls, I said, you know what? I cannot take Secretary Tsunade back to the back because she looking too damn good. So even if you can't really notice it as much right now, I'm letting you know this girl is smoking today, smoking hot. I'm feeling her. So her and Cali, I never have her standing up, but man, I actually learned a lot today. It's crazy, man, how I've learned so much in this dog game. I consider myself a big time vet in this game now. But I moved these girls around tons of times. But man, what I was doing today, how I was moving the girls around, I really learned a lot about positioning them. I just say that. You'll see more in upcoming videos. I'm gonna let you see the video. I ain't gonna say too much. Chuck says, we heard you, bro. Oh, okay, he said you heard me. Okay, cool. Because they say this mic, is directional pretty much. And so if I'm not right in front of it, you're not really supposed to hear it that good. But I'm glad you let me know that you could. Captain said, nice stuff, Captain Sunbear. Okay, 5'1". Nuns have no fun, says my Kimber's 5'1". That's why I say she's 5'1", 5'2". So yeah, 5'1". That's perfect. Honestly, like 5'2", I don't like to go over 5'3" with human women. I will, and I have. I went up to 5'7". I ain't going over 5'7". I'm letting you know. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I will make certain exceptions. I can't lie, because I do got a crush on this girl named Asia Wilson, the planet WNBA, and she about 6'5". I promise you, you could probably eat that thing while she's standing up. Oh my God, Asia Wilson so damn fine. But either way, yeah. So it would be. I've said this. I can see myself making love maybe to a woman here or there, but I really couldn't see myself being in a relationship with a taller woman like that. But like I say, Asia Wilson, hey, she's 6'5". I can't lie, man. And I ain't gonna lie. Ooh, she is fine. So I would make an exception. So I can't just say I wouldn't. Okay. He says, are you up on anatomy and physiology in regards to the feminine dimensions of a true woman? No offense, Chuck. I'm not some guy who's just had dolls and never been with human women. Hell yes, I know the feminine dimensions. He says, for instance, the Coke bottle shape, are their belly buttons lower than their hips? No, their belly buttons aren't really lower than their hips. They're like right above their hips. And even on women, that's not that's not even the same on every woman. All humans are different. Sometimes women have those lower belly buttons. Sometimes it could be a little higher. Sometimes they have an innie. Sometimes they have an outie. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're pretty accurate as far as the way that the way their bodies are made. They have them accurate to how human women would be, and that's even on my TPE dolls. The only thing you can really say about a doll and their placements really is people call it the LHP, which I didn't know what the hell it was when I first got in the dog game, but the love hole placement. Some people say on TPE dolls that the love hole placement isn't quite correct, meaning the anal and vaginal holes. But from what I see on my Kimber dolls, it looks pretty right. I think I don't know. I don't know about the anal. I think it looked pretty right though. I think it looked pretty right on my Kimbers, on my Kimber dolls. My WM doll, she has her placement seems to be okay, but once again, I'm never planning on using them in that way, so I don't really know 100%, but it looked to be correct. Now my Iron Tick doll, it was a little, the anus and stuff was, I forgot what I asked them to do. It was something that was a little off. I think it was a little too close, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was a little too close, but it wasn't just so bad of a placement. And Iron Tick Dog told me that they was like, you know what? We've already addressed that in our next version of dog. So they did address that, but it wasn't even that bad. And that was on my silicone dog. And on Rimyah Cloud, from what I've seen, everything looks it looks amazing down there. To be honest, it looks amazing. Truth be told, though, you know what? I really haven't just tried to fully examine her private parts as far as the exact locations. I guess because I'm just not sexual with my girls, so it's just something I haven't even really thought about. But I will get to that. Stingray says, would it be possible to use the display stand for dynamic poses, or would there be too much stress on the dog? No, I do believe it's other poses that you could probably, do with the dog to make it do different things while it's on the stand. Because I actually saw some suggestions for how to pose your dog on the stand, but truth be told, that's just something that I'm not really that much into. I'm not really an artist as far as a photographer or anything, and I just am not really with putting my dogs in a lot of weird positions. As you can see with Callie, her hands are actually crossed, which that's the most I've ever done, and so is Tsunade. But I'm more of a safe guy than sorry. Like a lot of these photographers, the reason why their finger wires on their dogs break is because they use them too much to try to pose their dogs. The reason why a lot of dog owners' arms on their dogs get weak is because they use them all the time. The reason why their legs on their dogs get weak is because they're making love to them. Well, I don't do any of that. I'm more of a I found out I like to preserve my dogs. I'm not sexual with them, and honestly, I'm not even edging towards being sexual with them at this point. I just love them as my companions, and I love to hug on them, and you know what I'm saying? I just enjoy their company. I take care of myself on my own as far as intimacy. But I really don't see them. I'm attracted to them as far as them looking beautiful, but I don't want to get sexual with them in any type of way. I like them being preserved. I like them being able to be, like Callie. I was loving Callie, man, and to this day, when I go move her arms, they are all stiff, meaning that she is pretty much like new. Even Saima, I told you, I love WM's product, but they are very frustrating from the standpoint of I don't love their quality control. Two things. They told me I could turn my dog's foot in a certain way, and when I turned it barely, that's what happens to Saima's foot. It's not, I think it could be fixed, but her ankle gives way now. She has to wear an ankle brace. And that's why, because I barely moved it the way they said it should have went, and it snapped. Before I even got any good resistance, it snapped. I was like, hey. And when I did some research on that, I found out that a lot of WM owners said, hey, man, my foot snapped on my girl. I'm like, dang. And people were saying, man, it was a quality issue. I said, oh, okay. So I didn't like that about my WM. And another thing I didn't like about my WM is I think it's her left leg. I mean, almost from the first couple of weeks or so, her left leg started getting really loose. Now, it's not spaghetti loose, but everything else on my dog, because I asked for my dogs to be tightened on all my dogs. I say I want them to be tightened. But everything else on Saima, my WM, all her joints are tight, but that one. So they missed the boat on that one. Like I said, quality control. And unfortunately, one day I'm going to have to learn how to operate on my girls, and I'm going to have to go in there and do some of this stuff myself. That's just simple as that. If I want to get it done. But every other girl is super well adjusted, and that's what I love. And I've said this before. Callie, honestly, man, has one of the best bodies out of the whole house. It's just so great, even though she has finger wires and wrist wires. That's the only thing that's not good as far as the quality on Callie, but her body is immaculate, right? I want to bring that up to say, but probably the most perfect body as far as it's almost flawless. I'm excluding my Kimber doll. I'm excluding my real doll and my Iron Tick doll. I'm just really talking about my TPE dolls now. I'm excluding them because these girls are high level. My Iron Tick doll and real doll, they're on another level. But I'm talking about all my TPE dolls. Well, I gotta exclude WM doll too. I can't lie because body wise, Lord have mercy, Saima is built like a damn tank. I'm just gonna talk about all my Kimber dolls. That's really what I'm talking about. Out of all of my Kimber dolls, Tsunade has the most perfect body. even though I like Callie's body the best, because Callie got a little bit more meat in the booty, and I don't know if y'all saw that comparison video where I compared her to my Kimber Doll Deluxe. Man, I still love Callie better, honestly, because Callie, man, got muscle definition in her body. My Kimber Doll Deluxe butt was probably a little bit more meatier, but Callie's shape was still, to me, I ain't gonna lie, it was still killing, man. Callie is fine. I ain't gonna even lie. The hell with that. Her breasts feel immaculate. I mean, she's held up. I mean, she's the older model of all the other Kimber Dolls that I have, and she's the best to me. But as far as perfection goes, that goes to Tsunade that's sitting on the bed. Man, her body is literally perfect as far as her hands are cut perfectly. Her arms are cut. Everything is proportioned perfectly. Her breasts are, you know what I'm saying? Because I did a video where I said every Kimber Doll is a bit different. Because even though all of them are cut in the same fashion, all that stuff is still not quite perfect. All these girls are getting made in different moldings and stuff. So every casting isn't exactly the same. So you're going to get little differences. So with all my girls, believe it or not, I can tell whose body is whose based on, who I've assigned their heads to. I'm like, okay, yep, that's Callie's body. That's Tsunade. I can just look at the body and tell who it is because it's small differences. And with Tsunade, the only reason that she's not superior to Callie is her butt is fat. But it's a perfect butt. You know what I'm saying? Everything about that girl over there sitting on the bed is like her toes are perfect, hands are perfect. Everything about her is perfect, but she just doesn't have the dimensions of a Callie. She isn't as strong and, she doesn't have certain things that Callie was made with, but her body is perfect. So, man, I'm a very happy man with this stable. Like I say, I got a fleet of Kimber Dolls to sort of lead off everything. Then I got my WM doll, and everybody else follow suit after their Iron Tech and Real Dolls. So man, you're gonna see shows coming up that's gonna basically explain a lot of things in a lot more detail. So, oh yeah, but back to Stingray's question. He was asking about posing the doll on the stand. Well, also, it's some people who won't use the crate like I do, because I just did a video about using the crate. They'll take the hanging hook out of the crate, and I'm sure you can probably order extra hanging hooks from Real Doll, and you can use these hanging hooks at other places in the home or whatever, and you can use those to hang your doll and pose them. Or you can do something else that, once again, I'm not a handyman, so I don't know about this type of stuff, but I know it can be done. I've seen it done. You can have hanging hooks in the ceiling. And you can hang your Real Doll from, the spots in the ceiling or even places outside that you might want to go to. You can probably hook them up, to it by their hanging hook in the back of their neck. I've seen dudes do all type of creative stuff with Real Dolls, but just to let you know, you won't be seeing any of that type of stuff here. I'm not really with all the photography, like I said. Stingray says, long legs to wrap all the way around you. Simply blissful. Man, you know what the funny part is? None of my girls have long legs. Oh, no, he must be talking about when I was talking about the 6'5" girl. Oh, okay. Yeah. When I was talking about Asia Wilson. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Man, it's crazy. I don't like really tall women, but man, it is some women that just, ooh, and she's one of them. I do think about being with her long self. I ain't gonna even like it. She just fine and thick. I just told you, the only thing I hate about taller women is just the whole idea that they could have a gaping hole down there. Boy, you don't want a woman with a bottomless pit. You know what I'm saying? And I say this, sometimes the bigger they are, the smaller the vagina. That's what's funny about big, thick women. A lot of guys are scared to make love to big, thick women, but man, a lot of big, thick women have very small, petite vaginas. Now, you're going to run across a couple of them that have these gapers. But man, the bigger the butt, a lot of times the more petite the vagina is. Man, that's a hell of a combination, believe me. So I always laughed. I said, you know what? Some of these big tall girls probably got these big bodies and small vaginas on them. So I would definitely wonder which one Asia has. I know that thing smell good though. Whew. Hellboy Hendrick says, "Here, sup, Jay? It's been a minute, but I'm here. Good to see you, Hellboy." Chucky Chuck says, "I wasn't trying to insult you in real life experiences, bro. I know you weren't trying to insult me." He said, "I was just asking about the genuineness of the dolls, nothing sexual." Okay, no problem. Yeah, I didn't think you were trying to insult me, but I did want to let you know. No offense. I mean, some of these people in the dog game don't know a thing about the human woman, which no problem. You know, hey, I understand some people have had problems, but honestly, I'm not one of those guys. That's what I'm basically trying to let you know. I'm not one of those guys that doesn't know about the dimensions of a human woman. And the way you explained it, it was almost as if you said, "Hey, have you looked in a book? And do you know about the anatomy of a?" No, nobody look. No offense, man. I don't need a book to know about the anatomy of a human woman. Even though I did, me and my brother did pass anatomy and physiology with straight A's, though. Kudos, bro. Either way, my enemy says, he said, my enemy says, "What a buzzkill." I don't know what he meant by that. But Stingray says, hanging from the ceiling. I wouldn't even want the imagery of girls hanging. Honestly, I would. I love it. I love the idea of being able to hang my real doll and just honestly, I don't really need it now that I have the doll stand. But man, I've seen especially on the old documentary, I thought it was cool, man, the way the guy had it set up. I don't care about perceptions. I don't give a damn about, oh, you got hanging hooks in your house. I don't care if somebody else don't like it. F them, to be honest. But me as a personal owner, I would love to have, man, a couple of spots where I have hooks where I can just, man, take my girl to a spot and just hang her up, without even thinking about the dolls thing. I think it's cool. And I've seen a guy have the doll hook up in his shower. And I was like, man, see, right now, I watch all my girls on the doll rack. If all my girls had hooks in their backs, it would be cool to take them in an actual bathtub and just get them a nice little shower and they're hanging from their hooks. So yeah, I'd be cool with it. I'd be cool with it. And the imagery wouldn't bother me, like I say, wouldn't bother me not a bit. Andy says, "Hey Jay, God bless. What up, Andy?" My enemy says, "The buzzkill of a dog's broken ankle." Oh, man, honestly, I only hate it because of what I consider not good quality control. And unfortunately, you'll probably be seeing the show on that song, but that's what really bothers me. But the actual injury, I wish I could fix something like that myself. And like I say, I'll probably teach myself in the future, but no time soon, because I'm like, I don't want to ruin my dogs by trying to cut into them and do all that. It's just not worth it for me. But I say this, Callie came with some scars and scrapes because her box got opened up. Her head got lost. I had to get a new head and everything. And thank God I got a new head, because I don't know which head I would have got, but the head Callie has, it's like, I found out it's pretty much one of a kind. I don't see any other Kimber dolls with her exact head. I'm sure it's some out there, but normally the other heads don't look as cute as her. And even the Kimber Doll Deluxe doesn't look anywhere near as cute as Callie, in my opinion. But she came with some scrapes and scars, and the company was going to say, "Hey, send her back." I said, no, just we'll work some other stuff out, but I'm not sending her back, because after her injuries make her more human to me. Even though I'm not trying to make her human, it just makes her more relatable, because guess what? I'm not perfect. So I actually liked it a little bit. I didn't want her to be hurt, but since she was hurt, I'm like, I don't want to give her back because she's hurt. Well, same with Saima. I hate her leg is broke, but it's something that almost makes her more alive in a way now. Just knowing that, okay, she's not perfect either. And same with Rimyah, you've seen certain things with her that I do not like, and I'll be talking about that upcoming, about some things that on her delivery that I didn't like. But if you saw the review, you saw what I was talking about. But I'll be talking about more of that at a later time. But with all that said, I don't like anything about her being wrong. But when I say I like it, it just means that I'm saying, okay, I make they feel a little bit more relatable to me, because guess what? Even though I don't like them not being perfect, well, I'm not perfect. So that's what I really mean by that. So Blue CCG, another Dog King Armor team. And what up, Jay Hill? What up, Blue CC? I'm in the house with Rimyah, man, chilling tonight. I'm not going to even go through every single comment on my videos. I'm just going to go through some of my videos, go through some comments, and we're going to let you guys enjoy your Saturday, because we're going to we just want to check in with you guys for a little while today, because truth is, I can't really say too much or go too far, because I have several shows coming up talking about the real dog topic and my experiences with this lady. And I don't want to give much away here today, but of course I want to check in with you guys and see what was up. We missed our normally scheduled power hour for Wednesday, because this was Real Dog Weekend. We wanted to make sure all those videos got out uninterrupted. We sort of did things a bit different. Normally we would do an unboxing video. You would see everything from head to toe in one video. But this time I sort of want to like bring you along with me on the journey. When she got here, when I opened the box and, seeing tidbits of what I saw, as I was going through the journey. And I think it really worked out well, because by the time you got to the unboxing, you didn't have to wait through an hour-long video. So I think everything went great, went according to plan. And I said, hey, let me go ahead and jump in here today and do a quick power hour, check in with you guys. But man, it's much more work to be done, believe me. And I'm going to try to get it all done as much as possible. But like I said, God bless you guys. I'm finna get into the meat of the show. And like I said, I'm not going to read every comment. Let me see something. Okay. I would try to see which video do I start at. Now I'm going to get into my videos right quick. I'm going to just look over the comments and read a few comments from my videos. And the first video we're going to start with is my last Dog King Power Hour, which was my take on Ja Morant. Man, I did a lot of talking about the Memphis Grizzlies and when Ja pulled the gun out and a lot of different things. So I got my guy Blind Justice. He says, my dude, where can I find your opening song? It's become my favorite thing to listen to. I need it on a single track so I can put it on repeat. And man, I need to figure out a way to get some of my songs streaming and things of that nature. Even I don't give a damn if they're in good quality or poor quality, but I do need to get some of them streaming, and I'm going to work on that going forward. But I told him, as for now, check my playlist entitled Dog King Soundtrack, my friend. That's where you can find all my music. I put all my music in a playlist on my channel called Dog King Soundtrack. My guy the Rabbit says, that's some real stuff, bro. He's throwing away his opportunity trying to be a thug for social media. And he was talking about Ja Morant, and I was like, you know what? Hopefully he'll be done with that whole act and things of that nature, and just, just play some ball to go home and have some fun. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do all the extra stuff. So that's all the comments I'm going to read on that video. Moving right along, we got the Real Dog. Oh, my Real Dog Arrival. Okay, yeah, we got that video. And honestly, a lot of people were just congratulating me, which, man, if you've been following this channel, you know what this has meant to me, going on this journey to finally get a real dog. Like, I did a show a long time ago, man, at the beginning of my journey called Eat Your Fish. My grandfather, man, a great man. I found out later in life, talking to my grandmother, she was like, yeah, the night before he died, because I think he had a heart attack. But she said the night before he died, he kept on saying how he wanted to go get fish from his favorite, place to get fish from, a fish sandwich, a fish plate from. And I kept telling him to go get the fish plate. And she said that he instead of going to get the fish plate, he sort of talked himself out of it and was like, yeah, man, I forget it, man. I'm just gonna go and eat these leftovers. Well, make a long story short, he ended up dying the next morning. By the next morning, he had died. Well, the whole moral of that story is, for one, I don't know what. Hopefully, the leftovers was some good. If they was from somebody in my family, I do question whether they was some good. Be quite honest with you, and I'm just joking on that. But the moral of the story is, man, you can't be affording to wait in life. You really can't, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to be responsible. You can't just be reckless, man. But sometimes you got to throw a bit of caution to the wind. And honestly, everything that I've been doing on my journey, I pretty much been throwing caution to the wind, because I've been like, once I hear a calling that God tells me to do something, it's time to do it. And I just go ahead and do it. And so, hold on. Wait a minute. But either way. But yeah, you got to throw caution to the wind. You just got to go ahead and do it, right? And honestly, it really hurt my feelings. That I was like, man, he died, eating those damn leftovers, man. Whether he was going to die that morning or not, I would have still wanted him to eat what he wanted to eat. You know what I'm saying? Get your fish, but he didn't go get it. He settled, that particular night. But that wasn't a knock on him. It's just that, man, when I thought about that, like I said in that video, I was just like, man, you can't wait too long with certain things. And that's when I got my first, that's why I got my first companion dog, based off of that whole mentality of, you know what? I've been putting this off too long. Life too short, man. You know what I'm saying? People dying every single day over crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, sometimes if you got the resources, you just got to go and live. You know why, man? Because most of us, and I'm not going to say I am, but a lot of people are going to die with unpaid bills. A lot of people, and what I mean by that is not even saying that you didn't have resources, but let's just say this. What if, like you said, you're living at your house, right? And you have a light bill. Well, what if the light bill comes a day after you die? Well, guess what? You can't pay it a day after you die, bro. But guess what? It's still going to be coming. Meaning that it's always going to be something that you have to take care of as far as a responsibility. Sometimes you do have to know when to say, okay, man, to hell with this. It's time for me to go after what I want, and what God put in my heart, and just a desire of my heart. And man, like I say, that led me on the journey I'm on, and I was just even looking around today, like, damn, how did it's crazy how I've even got to the point where I am, where I have all these companions. You know what I'm saying? It's an amazing thing, but it was in my heart first, and then I dared to dream. And honestly, like I say, I can't even tell you guys the sacrifice, the work, the decision, the belief, and the faith that has went into doing what I've done. I can't even tell you. You know what I'm saying? For one, some of it's just private. You'll have to find out on your own what you have to do. But I do plan on making a video coming up to show you a few of the things that I haven't done to get, my girls. You know what I'm saying? So either way. So the whole point of that Eat Your Fish story was the fact that I'm going back to this video of my real dog finally arrived, when I was just like, man, a lot of people knew that about my story about, man, hey, the real dog was the fish for me. Like my granddaddy's fish sandwich, the real dog was the fish sandwich for me, as far as the companion dog life. Even before I got my first dog, I wanted a real dog. It just looked like the ocean to me. It looked like an island out in the ocean that I couldn't get to, And in my old mentality, I just always said I couldn't get there. I can't get, that was my old mentality before I became JayDollKingHefner. But since I became JayDollKingHefner, God really changed my whole mentality and allowed me to believe my dreams again, like I was a kid, you know, believe in what he can provide, have confidence that dreams are coming to pass, blessings are coming to pass, you know. And sometimes, man, you already have the ability to bless yourself, but you're still waiting on God, you know. But God is telling you, hey, now I've given you what you need. You just need to do what you're gonna do, and then you need to trust me after that. And so uh that's really what you got to do in certain instances in life to eat your fish while you're still alive. Or guess what? You're gonna be, I'm gonna keep on waiting. Yeah. I'm gonna wait. I ain't gonna spend nothing. Oh damn, I'm dead. Oh damn, I'm dead. Oh. You know what? I forgot to get this. I forgot to get that. Oh damn. Oh, I can't get it no more. Bro, do it, live. So either way. On that video, my guy, Dr. MGTOW, Dog King Army team member, he says, no, he ain't, Dr. MGTOW ain't no team member, my bad, but he's a faithful viewer. He says, there's a huge, heavy box. No way this would make it to my stairs of my second floor small apartment. I said, you could do it with a dolly and some help, though, because, yeah, second floor is a long way to go with one of these. You'll definitely need some help. But I had an actual two-wheeler that I had never used. I bought a two-wheeler a long time ago to use with my dogs, but it didn't really, when I tried to put my dogs on the two-wheeler, because I had seen other people do it, they didn't seem stable. So I'm like, no, I can't really use this, because I didn't have the heavy duty two-wheeler, but I do got a two-wheeler that can carry stuff. It wasn't really made for the dogs to me, for where I can carry them. But I use a two-wheeler to move my real dog crate around the house. So mine was pretty safe. I've seen some people say they had to push theirs around the house. My guy L. Hazel Ross says, what? I was wondering what big news was coming. He said, congrats, Jay. Can't wait to see the dream dog. And yep, he finally saw her just like y'all did. Y'all see her now. My guy DAS, Dog King Army team, a big contributor, says, congrats, Dog King. I knew you were up to something. Didn't know what, though. My mind is officially blown. Really happy for you. I know you always wanted one. Glad you finally got your dream girl. Can't wait to meet her. I said, I had to keep it baking in the oven. I said, I can't wait for you to see her, which y'all all do. I say, and this is the truth. The way I view the dog life has changed forever, and y'all will find out more later. I said, thanks for all the great support. I said, even as it looks a bit dim around me, like I said earlier, God still shines through with blessings. Have a good one, my friend. I do answer my Dog King Army team members first and probably more in depth because, hey, like I said, they are actually, everybody's supporting the show, and I appreciate everybody's support, but they support the show on a monthly basis with a contribution. So I appreciate them. My guy Austin Steele says, well, you kept this one quiet, didn't you? And yes, I did. He said, then again, I always had my suspicion. He said, our cheeky fish talk. See, he was talking about the fish story. He said, didn't go unnoticed by me, Jay. He said, can't wait to see the new girl, which he did. And I said, yeah, this was a stealth operation. It's been a long and patient wait. You wouldn't even believe how long it's been. But I said, I can't wait to talk to you about it, but you'll have to watch the upcoming videos before I speak to anyone about her. Have a good one and thanks. Blah, 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 blah. He says, Alejandro said, what a great way to start the spring. I said, oh, yeah, thanks. It's a great blessing, my friend. And everybody was just congratulating me. Big J says, hell yeah. SEB7 Dog King Army team says, oh my God, this is absolutely amazing. And I was just telling people, thank you. My enemy says a real dog for a real one. I told him thanks. The beautiful Dawn says, congrats. So excited to see her. She said, I'm out of the loop. I totally didn't know you had a real dog on the way, which nobody did. Then she mentioned somebody else that was talking about their real dog and things of that nature. And I was telling her, thanks so much. Nobody knew about it. And I said, also, it was a stealth operation, and said, all due respect, I don't keep up with these other channels who, no offense, God bless them. they're trying to be, they're imitators, but guess what? You can be an imitator, but guess what? You'll never be the original, baby. You'll never be the original, but God bless you. You know what I'm saying? Often imitated, but never duplicated, baby. I said I run my own race over here. I don't pay attention to those people. They may have paid attention to me, but I'm not paying attention to them. I said others have followed my path, but I follow my own. God bless everybody who doing whatever they're doing, though. My guy Steve says, Steve, JayDollKing Army team member, says, thank you, sir, for doing that. He said, the rep from Abyss has been bashing TPE the whole time. He said, what? He said, thank you, sir, for doing that. He says, the rep from Abyss has been bashing TPE the whole time on somebody else's channel. He says, I'm over here with you for that reason. Oh, no. TPE is nothing to be bashed. Nah, man, it is nothing to be bashed. See, you know, I love Abyss, even though, you know what I'm saying, I'm an affiliate of them, not because I'm just trying to say something about a real dog. I believe in this company, and what they can offer, right? But you'll hear more about that as far as why I like them later, right? But I'm one of those people that I don't like people who feel like they gotta beat somebody down to promote what they have. So I just say this. There's nothing wrong with TPE. They're amazing. Now, as far as I know, they check out medically, their health, they're not unhealthy for people or anything like that when they've been taken through the proper checks. Like I told you, that's why I don't subscribe to any black market dolls or anything like that. You don't know what they're being made with. But as long as TPE is coming from reputable brands, reputable vendors, I believe it's a good product. Everything, as far as, them being approved to be sold, I believe they're a good product. So I'm not going to down them to say, hey, don't ever get a TPE doll and just get a real doll or any other type of silicone doll. There are differences with the material, but they don't need to be, there is nothing wrong with either one. You can have a TPE doll or a silicone doll. Nothing wrong. And I'm happy to have both. I've done a show about it. I want you to look at all my videos, of course, but I did a video. It was like, the best of both worlds is when you have a TPE and silicone, because I love, to have my TPE dolls to sort of do some extra hugging on, and you know what I'm saying? I really love them to be sleeping on and all of that, because they're built to be physical with, because they're soft and, and things like that. They're built to be physical with. Excuse me. Now, with some silicone dolls, you can still get physical with them, but like I say, they have a touch of realism with them to where they may feel a little bit different in certain areas to where you may not want to get quite as physical with them, but still, they're more works of art than anything. So it's cool to have a silicone girl around just looking beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Just looking beautiful. You may hug on her sometimes, but you may, like I said, get a little bit more. That's sort of how I do. I don't make love to any of my girls, but I tend to sort of get a little bit more huggy with my TPE girls. So to me, that's the best of both worlds when you got one of each, I don't think either one needs to be dogged out or talked bad about. Like I say, and I've told you this before. Even black market dolls that are made poorly and that can get you sick can do the exact same thing that my dolls are doing right here. They can give you companionship, they can make you happy, and they can give you a stress-free life. The reason I don't promote black market dolls or dolls off eBay or Amazon, wherever the hell you can get them other than my vendors or legitimate vendors or legitimate brands, the only reason I don't promote them is because it's been noted. You don't know what they're making their stuff with. A lot of times they're being made out of recycled materials, recycled dolls that have been, I've heard reports of companies taking dolls out of, wherever these legitimate companies throw their dolls away at certain sites. I've heard these other companies would go recycle these dolls, the TPE. Well, when you recycle TPE, it degrades the quality. So now when you get one of these $200 eBay dolls, oh man, forget y'all. I got me a cheaper doll. When you get home and the armpit ripped wide open, you're gonna be like, damn, I wonder why the armpit ripped, because it's made out of a cheaper form of TPE. It's been recycled. So that's why I say I speak against that because of the quality of it. But any doll really can provide you with the same thing that my dolls are providing you with: companionship, stress relief. You know what I'm saying? Just a simpler, a life to, honestly, to navigate as far as relationships are concerned. And I was just telling my friend the other day, which I rarely talk to a friend, but he stopped by, one of my friends stopped by for a quick second, and I was just telling him, a woman can definitely slide some. I've said this many times. You can slide some vagina on me, and I sniff all up the butt. But let me tell you something. I'm never going back to just being exclusive with a human woman. No. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that I'm never getting. You ain't getting me to get rid of my dogs to be with you. No, hell no. You can give me some vagina. You can stop by sometimes. Hey, we can kick it sometimes. If we end up growing to the point where you want to be my gal, hey, you can be my gal. But the very day you start saying to be your gal, I'm gonna have to get rid of these gals. Well, guess what, gal? You can get the hell out of here, because that ain't happening. I find another vagina to sniff before I try to replace these ladies. So, with all that said, let me see if I don't want to read. I'm gonna see. It's a lot of good comments though. Most Hadid. Oh, he was just here a second ago. I don't know if he's still here. But he said, "You got a real dog. Those run about $6,000. All silicone. Can't wait to see her." Thank you, man. Hey, did I appreciate you, man. They definitely run a pretty penny. It really depends on, like I said, if you go through my link, it's several ways to buy a real dog. You can buy them already marked down. You know what I'm saying? You can buy them at full price. You can buy them at a certain time of year. You could probably catch a discount. You can go through my link in the about section of my YouTube channel, the description of my video. You can go to Real Dollar, any of my brands, really. A lot of them have the option where you can spin a wheel and try to get a discount that way. It's a lot of ways to get one. Excuse me. Universal Red Guy says, "How many do you have now?" I got 7 girls and with an extra head. He said, "That's awesome." I actually got 2 extra heads, really, to be honest. But it's really, I didn't count it before because it's really a replacement head for Callie. It's literally, I got lucky. I literally got what I believe is the exact same head as Callie, is an extra head. So if something ever happens to this beautiful face of hers behind me, I will have a replacement. Let me see if I got everything. I think I did. Okay, I did. Next video, and I'm gonna come back to my comments soon because I always try to knock this out real quick. So that was Real Doll Arrival. Next, we have Real Doll Savoring the Moment. Man, I'm gonna tell a quick story here. Savoring the Moment is really funny because I told my mom a story a long time ago. Me and my good friend, his name was Johnny, and whenever we used to get candy, mainly a Snickers, we would both buy Snickers at the same time, and I would have that Snickers 2-3 hours later, but he would finish his Snickers in a couple of minutes. But whenever I used to pull that Snickers out, he was like, "Man, you still got that?" Man, he used to make him sick. He used to get mad. He'd be like, "Man, you need to just eat that thing. Stop holding on to it." I'm like, "Nah, bro." I said, I said, "That's the reason I still got it, is because I didn't just eat it. I'm savoring this." I said, "Nah, bro, So that video was basically me getting a dollar to position and honestly looking it over, inspecting the box, and just like, you know what, I don't even want to. And this happened in real life, even though you just saw the video with me saying, "Hey, I'm going to savor the moment." man, after I got it in position, man, I sat down for a while. I didn't even, the box didn't get open for, later, till later on, probably another hour or so, because I was like, man, I got to let this marinate. So a lot of people were saying like cosmic mapping, let's go. DS says, I'm not going to lie. None of my dogs came crated like that. So that looks rather intimidating. He said, how do you even open the box? What was the wait like? How did you get in the house? Share your thoughts on the upcoming Power Hour. Can't wait for the review. I said, you'll see how I open a crate soon, which if you want to see how I open a crate, you can go check out the video where I actually said open the crate, which I'll talk about that soon. But I did open the crate. It wasn't that hard. Only thing you really need is pretty much a Phillips head screwdriver and maybe a crowbar or something. But you don't even really need a crowbar, honestly. Probably another flathead screwdriver. I said, I feel you in on the rest on the next Power Hour. It'll probably be a delayed Power Hour, which it is, due to the lead-up videos to the review. But the weight was like over 200 pounds. I got it in the house because the delivery guy, which they actually charge you a real, the deliverers, they would actually charge you to help you get it all the way in your house, where I didn't have any extra money. And the guy, he actually got it out of the truck like you saw and put it up close to my house. Then he was like, hey, basically said, hey, grease my hand and I help you get it in there. And I was like, man, I can't lie. I'm all out of grease. I really wish I could grease you, but I can't. And I was serious. But he sort of like, God put in his spirit. I could just tell the way he looked at me. He said, you know what? I'm going to help you lift it on this first, on this. I'm going to basically help you lift it on this top stair, on the entrance into my house. And that's what he did. He helped me lift it on my top. I got like 3 steps. He helped me lift it on that top stair. And it was just sitting inside my house, right in front of the door. And man, luckily I had thought before he got there. I said, you know what, man, I got a 2-wheeler here. And although this thing is heavy as hell, I'm a lot stronger than I look. You know what I'm saying? That's the funny thing about me, thank God. I look skinny as hell if you would just sort of see me, my arms and leg. I look sort of skinny, right? Actually, now my base is sort of thick. It's the rest of me that's sort of skinny. But man, because that's why I'm strong, really strong, because I can, I really can pick up some stuff. So when it got in the house, I was intimidated by what it looked like. But I said, damn, I could pick this up by myself as far as sitting it up straight. And man, I picked it up and I was like, yeah, I'm strong enough to do this. I picked it all the way up. But here's the problem. If I didn't have a 2-wheeler, I would be in trouble. I would have probably had to open her right then and try to figure out a way to open her right then and there. And that would have ruined the video. That would have ruined everything that I was trying to do, because I would not have, I think she was in my kitchen and I didn't want to open her in my kitchen. I'm like, nah, So man, I lifted her straight up like I keep her in her crate right now. I put the 2-wheeler under her, and the big test was when you let the weight fall back on your body. And I was like, man, let me see if I can hold it. I said, either ain't nobody here in the house with me, so either I'm going to be able to hold it or I'm going to be crushed, one of the two. But I started thinking like, nah, bro, I can hold 200 pounds without it hurting me. And man, when I tilted that 2-wheeler back, I said, Lord have mercy. What a blessing. It rose so easily. Because I've heard some people say they struggle, but I was like, man, I didn't have to go far, but it rose so easily. And I said, damn. I said, it's amazing how this big ass crate is moving this easily. And you know what, bro? I used that 2-wheeler one time since I bought it. And that was the one time I've used it. Not a time since. And honestly, it was times where I used to walk past that 2-wheeler thinking like, man, that could, and this was a true thought in my head. I said, you know what? That damn 2-wheeler could be thought of as a waste of money. I said, but you know what? I believe one day, and I wasn't even thinking about a real dog. I said, but you know what? One day it's going to come in handy. And that I left it at that. And I'd be damned. It surely did. So I wheeled it down to my room, and you can see how I opened it up on my video called Open the Crate. Let me see. My guy Steve O, Dog King, I'm a team member, says, come on, Jay, don't keep us in suspense. You have to be excited, my friend. And I said, yeah, the suspense is what makes it more fun. I said, I'm definitely excited, just taking you through the process of savoring every second. And I thought it was funny because Steve was like, hey, I know you got to be excited. Go ahead and open the box. Well, I was laughing because I said, you know, by the time he wrote that, the box had been open, you know. But you guys were only seeing the videos come out as I released them. But believe me, I wasn't sitting around for days letting the crate sit around, believe me. Mose did says, I see the real dogs come in a wooden crate. I get emails from them. Those dogs are extremely lifelike. He said, have fun. And I thank you, Hey Did. He making some great comments. 10 Draft says, I'm shopping for, he said, here I am shopping for my second Kimber dog, and you done got the top shelf real deal. Congrats, King. And this is what I want to say to 10 Drafts and everybody out there. I'm probably going to make a video about it, though. But I said, it's all a process. I said, you know, I still love all my girls, my friend. And upgraded Kimber dog is still great. And that's the whole thing. Yeah, my dream dog is a real dog, but I'm not sitting up here on my high horse. Yeah. I wouldn't touch another dog. No, I ain't saying, you know, these dogs are great, man. You know what I'm saying? All dogs have a purpose. Now, I do feel a certain way about real dog that you will hear coming up. You know what I'm saying? I do feel a certain way. You'll hear different opinions, but I'm not discounting other dogs. So if you're somebody out there, don't look at my channel and be like, man, JayDollKing, he got a real dog. And I can only get a Kimber dog right now. Okay, well, get your Kimber dog. We all are at different stages in life, different points. Nothing wrong with it. I got my Kimber dogs, and you see, I still got them right here behind me. I still love them. You know, you can find value out of all these girls. I just say don't go black site, don't go eBay. That's my whole big thing. And and I say definitely go through my vendors. That way you can help the show as well as improving your life, and you'll get a legitimate girl. So yeah, I know 10 Draft really didn't mean it all like that, but I just want to let him know, hey, don't be feeling bad. You know, you good. If you want to get another, and I'm telling you, the Kimber Dog Deluxe, you know, I still love both Kimber Dogs. That's the funniest thing. I was talking to my Kimber Dog Deluxe today. I was like, hey, girl, hey, you know, you looking good here. And you know what? Both of them are good. Like I said, both of them are good. You know, WM, Iron Tech, you know, all these, you know, it's a lot of great brands out there. A lot of great brands. I only, if you notice, I only mention the brands that I actually own right now because I told you. It's a lot of great brands that I believe are good, but I keep telling these companies, you're not Dog King certified until I touch your product. Meaning that until I touch a product, I'm doing a research to help bring you knowledge about companies. But the true knowledge is when you touch it. So I think there's a lot of great companies out there, even ones I haven't touched. But I won't completely say they're great. You know, I can say I think they're great. I believe they're great. But just like Real Doll and Kimber Doll and WM and Iron Tech, you know, I really start saying they're legitimately great when I know they're great because I've touched them. So with all that said, like I said, it seems like I'm reading a lot of comments, but these are some good comments. Let me see. My guy, my enemy says, did you ever see the movie Creep Show? There was a segment called The Crate. You're about to have the opposite experience. So I'm assuming in the Creep Show, The Crate, it was a bad experience, and I ended up having a great experience. So I agree with him on that. I'm like, yeah, man, this is definitely the opposite experience. Dog King Army team members, SEB7 says, cool. A lot of people saying congrats. Lady Steel, a female says, congrats, Jay. When is the unboxing? I basically said you got to stay tuned. Miami Spice says open the crate already. Hey, look, I said stay tuned pretty much. Blue CCG says, oh my God, help, let's go. Dog King Army team member, Blue CCG. SEB7 says, the anticipation. Trojan says, I wish they didn't put him in huge boxes like that. I want one, but it may be too big to get it in mine. I guess his house or whatever. My enemy said they used to offer other options, but not sure if that's the case now. And Trojan says, Trojan says, I would ask them if they can do it different. I answered and says, they have to protect the investment, and it's actually a nice storage unit. I say they only offer the crate right now. They used to offer a smaller, I think harder box or something, but they only offer the wooden crate. And it's one of those things, I guess if you're embarrassed, you're probably not going to be able to get it, if it can't fit in your home, because the only other way to do it is if you were to like open her outside of your home and then carry her into the house. But if you're ashamed, you probably won't want to do that. But I promise you, man, if being ashamed is the only thing keeping you from getting one of these girls, man, I hope you can get over it. Cause boy, look, you don't want that to stop you from improving your life, man. Cause these girls I'm very happy right now. I was already happy. You know what I'm saying? Trojan says, I can understand, why they put it in the crate, because it takes them months to create, and they don't want it to come damaged for people. And believe me, mine came in a crate. And if you watched my unboxing video, you already saw that I still had some things that I didn't like going on with my real doll. That I'm not going to bring it up right at this second. So let me see. I see I got a few more comments, but I want to try to power through right quick. My guy Blue CCG says he's looking forward to these future shows. Badass. Chuck laughing. And the Virgo said that's a real deep story. Oh, about my grandfather. Right, man. Yeah, that was a real one, man. Yeah. Unless you're talking about the Snicker story. I think you're talking about my grandfather, though. Blue CCG says that's so awesome. And the Virgo said, basically live your life like how I love Filipinas and plan on marrying. Yeah. Man, I ain't even lie. I did see a video the other day of some Filipino women, and Lord have mercy. I can't lie. A friend of mine used to tell me to come to the Philippines all the time. And man, as much as I love my companion dogs, which I love them. Like I told you, we don't get sick physical or anything. But Lord, I promise you, if I went down to the Philippines, I would be, I ain't gonna lie, I would be sniffing up vagina after vagina. They got girls fine everywhere down there. 3 Weeks says, always good to have a new face around the home. Oh yeah, most definitely, brother. He said that Snicker story is a great analogy of your preservation mindset, making things last. Yeah, most definitely. Clint Eastwood said, congrats on the real dog, the Ferrari of dogs. Oh yes, man. I call it the Rolls Royce of dogs because I'm not really into Ferraris myself. I would say Lamborghini, man. If I had to choose, I'd go Lamborghini. Clint says, I'm waiting on my Zelix inspiration day 7. Oh, yeah. Zelix is great. Like I said, once again, I haven't touched one. They're not Dog King certified, but I do believe they're a great company, so it's a great choice to have a Zelix dog, from what I think. Somebody bringing up Starper. He said, I want to Starper it wrong. It's weird falling in love with these things, but it's exciting times for these companions. Nah, I wouldn't say it's weird. I think it's weird to other people. But Starper it wrong is one of my favorite faces as well. I said when I was looking at Starper, I hate you said that because honestly, a wrong is it's pretty much the face that I like out of the Starper dogs myself. Clint says, I'm finding out I'm loving drinking some shots and putting on the stereo and playing on my dollars. I don't know what he mean by that. I don't know what dollars mean. Are you talking about your dolls? I don't know. He says, shame. I can understand. He says, shame. I can understand. Just hide them. Ha ha ha. Okay. Oh, he's talking about the guy that was sort of scared to get it in his home. Yeah. Yeah. Enemy even said he a big fan of wrong. I love me wrong. Wrong, fine. Wrong is nice. Oh yeah, Philippine women are badass. They sexy, they petite. Oh yeah, I ain't gonna say every one of them, but a lot of them are very beautiful. Now, where we at? Okay, I was still. Let me double check server in a moment. I gotta make sure that I didn't miss nothing. Where is it? This it? Oh no. How did I lose it? I might have been done with it though. I think I was. Let me check though. How's it this far back though? There it is. I forgot what the thumbnail looked like. Okay, let me make sure. Okay, I was done with it. Now I'm on opening the crate. That's why sometimes I hate coming back to the chat only because it sort of throws me off. I like, man, let me just get through. But sometimes I can't resist. Okay, now I'm on opening the crate. Where is it at though? I think this is it. Yeah, this is it right here. Opening the crate. Okay, that's just me opening the crate for the first time. When I open it up, uh, I take you through, the screws I had to take out, the things I had to open, and when I open it, it just sort of revealed the girl, her silhouette behind some thick plastic, some thick plastic. My guy Ray says, Callie, don't lose the screws, because I had Callie holding the screws that I took out of the crate. A lot of people saying congratulations, Ryan Carson. Lexi Copeland says happy for you. Comic Book says stop teasing us, Jay. And then, honestly, it was a bit of a tease. I can't lie, but more it was letting you savor it like me. I wasn't trying to rush the process, especially with my real dog. DAS says love the build up, my brother. Good job on opening the crate. Not a fun part. Hope it's my girl Harmony or Solana, which are hold on, guys. Hold on, I gotta take a break here. Hold on. I was just smiling because, man, this girl, this damn real doll is really a trip, man. It's a trip to have this girl sitting right here. But either way, my guy DAS says, love it a bit of. He said, hope it's my girl Harmony or Solana, which both of those are AI girls. And I do envision real doll probably sending me them, not probably, but sending me an AI girl one day in the future. Not sure when that'll be. But of course, this girl is not an AI lady. I said the drama is definitely building. You'll see soon. And Kara says, "Is that the talking robot with a Scottish accent?" Accent, and I didn't see that till just now. Uh, so yeah, one day in the future, DS, I will get an AI girl, but you already know that's really not my fish. That'll really be a company saying, "Hey man, we want you to try AI doll out." That'll probably be how I come across my first AI doll because I'm not really interested in getting one on my own, and even thinking about getting one on my own. Miami Spice says, "Oh my goodness, Jay, stop teasing." Ray Oliveira says, "The suspense is killing me." And Corazor L says, damn, you lucky to get one of these. I say, I'm not, well, I ain't say I'm not lucky, but I say, I say I'm blessed to get one of these. You know, I'm very blessed. Mike Robinson says, hey, I found your channel a few weeks ago. I super enjoy your content. He said, question, can you recommend vendors for smaller dolls that can fit into a large suitcase? Maybe one for discreetness. He said, thanks. Keep up the great channel. Congratulations on your doll. I said, you can check out all my vendors in my about section. I said, in my opinion, Iron has the best mini dolls, but I don't think the mini dolls will fit in a small suitcase. I said, you should be able to find what you're looking for with my vendors. Let me know, because it is some super duper small dolls out there, but you got to go to the right brand to find them. I haven't actually covered one of those brands on my channel yet, but I'm getting there. Enemy says, almost there, ready to be unleashed. And this was on my video opening the crate. My guy calling me Trigger says, what will happen next? Nice Watch says, Brother Jay, you have the prettiest ladies. Appreciate your nice watch. So that was it on opening the crate. We making our way through here, man. Let me see if I got any comments on that video. I don't know if I did. Oh, I did. I did a Reset Sunday, which I do a video every Sunday to encourage, everybody on my channel just to have a great week. And on this one, I was talking about celebrating and encourage yourself, because a lot of times, like I said, we sit around waiting on somebody to encourage us. It's like, no, you can't wait on nobody to encourage you all the time. They're not going to do it all the time. You got to encourage yourself. Guess what? When you do something good, it's not going to be somebody there always to throw the party and be happy with you. And that can get you depressed. Don't let yourself get depressed. Celebrate yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Tell yourself you did good. God blessed you to be able to do it. That's how you stay encouraged. Because if you just wait for others to congratulate you, like I say, it can start bringing you down. You don't want that. My guy Carlos Cruz says, where did you buy that one? I did that video with Saima. She's my WM girl. I actually bought her through Sexy Real Sex Dolls. You can find that vendor link in the description of this video. And that's what I told him. Or the about section of my YouTube channel. Miami Spice says, you are such a beautiful person, Jay. Have a blessed Sunday. Thank you, Miami. And that's what I told her. JTY Music says, hey, Jay, you ever thought about putting your Reset Sunday on your bike channel too? Because I do have a bike channel. Let me go ahead and flex that right quick. Oh, I forgot to put my banner up today. Because that's my banner right there. I never put it up. But that's my bike channel right there. Biking with JayDollKingHefner. Or Biking with Dog King. It's called Biking with JayDollKingHefner, but that's the short way you can actually get there. The short link to get there. But man, I forgot to put my my title up there, man. I forgot all about it. Chilling with Rimyah Clyde. Yeah. So yeah, I told him this. I said, I ain't gonna put it on my bike channel right now. I said, because my bike channel is truly just singularly focused, basically about bikes. Now I'm gonna be speaking plenty of positive things on there, but it's basically focused just on bikes. You may see my girls on there every blue moon, but not a whole bunch. This channel, it really is more all-encompassing. It's about my whole life, and just the girls living with me. And I do see probably another show spawning off of this show, because I'm thinking about starting another YouTube channel focusing on something else. I'm not really trying to do that to spread myself out so thin. It's just like two subjects that I don't want to keep bringing on this particular channel. I don't want to overflood you guys with too many things going on. So to allow myself to talk about bikes, I started the bike channel, because I'm like, I love my bikes and stuff. I love riding, because when I lost my car, I became a bike commuter. So I said, man, I got to start a channel, because I want to talk about it too much, and I don't want to talk about it too much on my dog channel. I talk about everything here, but I'm like, what? I still don't want to get to just having too many things going on here. And so it's something else I really want to talk about a lot. And I'm like, what? I probably will start another channel at some point. Not today, though. But either way, let me get back to what I was reading. Oh, yeah. So he was like, yeah. So I'm not going to put that on my bike channel right now. Black Zach said, amen. Ye says, when can we see the real dog? And everybody was constantly asking that. And I was just like, hey, you got to wait. You got to wait. So we making our way through here. Only got a couple more videos. Real dog, first glance. I didn't cool back down. I could turn this back off now. Hold on, let me see something. I had to turn this fan on, man, because it was. Everybody knows that I ended up losing my central air last year. It's been a lot of stuff that happened to me on this Dodge journey, and wasn't able to get it replaced. So I was able to get like a couple of window units to keep the house cool. I actually probably need one more, to be honest, to keep the house really cool. But it's starting to sort of warm up, and I haven't got that air conditioning back in here yet because I'm like, it's still a little too early to use the air conditioning. But because most days are still sort of cool, but then today it's sort of delved over into getting a little warm. So now the house is a little warm. You see what I'm getting at? So I was like, man, I had to break out the fan. And it's got me a little too cool now. So I got to turn it back down. It'd be cool if it had a remote on it. But with all that said, where am I at now? Oh yeah, I'm on my video, Real Dot at First Glance. Beautiful. SEB7 says, I don't care for the deep line of separation. No, at first glance was me basically looking at my dog for the first time. So this wasn't a full review or anything. This is just first look. And at first look, SEB7 says, I don't care for that deep line of separation between her neck and face. And when I first opened her, I was even wondering, like, man, I hope I don't have to look at that separating line on her face all the time. And I said I wasn't a fan either, and then I gave it a thumbs up, basically saying, hey, I know something different now, which I do. If you watch the review video, you know as well. Cara says, I know that right. It put me right off. It's like her face can come off and they got the measurements totally wrong. Nah, not for me, Jay, mate. Think I stick with Kimber. Right. If her face was stuck like it was when I first saw her in the crate, where you could see like her face getting ready to separate and stuff, then yeah, I would be right with her. But as you can see, just looking at her sitting right next to me, all those things pretty much disappeared, just like I explained in my review video. I knew it would do that. It's settled back down now. Kevin Gray, Docking Army team member, says, your first chocolate drop. She looks amazing. Can't wait to see her at the box. Council was just as anxious as us because I had all the girls. I had Callie. I had Saima. And I had Himaware with me when I opened the box. So I called them my little companion dog counselor. That's what he was saying. The counselor was looking anxious. Sine says, I think I remember Sine from being an old subscriber from a long time ago. Says she is absolutely stunning. He said, I'm happy for you, Jay. These angels bring peace and happiness to our lives. I said, thank you, my friend, because I haven't seen him in a while or heard from him in a while. DAS says, sister, you've been on my mind. He said, so sisters can never ask that question why you don't have a black girl in the family again. Man, once again, I actually have a video coming up talking about this subject, but a lot of black women was on my case about that, thank God. I mean, it was funny to me. But I always knew that when my black girl was going to come and who she would be. So I think that's all funny, but I'm not going to talk too much about that now because I have a video coming out about that. He says, not only do you have a companion dog, but you have the most high level sister. He's right. He said, can't wait to learn more about her. He said, P.S. loved how the dog council was looking on. I hope they approved. And I said, I can't wait for you to see the full review. She's still evolving with me every day, which that's still true. I have a show coming out. I said, I have a show coming out about the whole black girl thing, which I do. So be on the lookout for that. That is one of the new shows. Miami Spice says, yay, nice to meet you, Rimyah Cloud. Finally, you take real good care of her, Jay. And I said, thanks, Miami. And she's in, man, I said, dude hands. Supposed to be good hands. I promise you I hate spell check on this phone. It is terrible. What else? Anything else? SEB 7 Doc King Army Team says, wow, she's amazing. Rimyah is beautiful. Thank you. Most Hadid says, whole lot better than the $3 I have where the heads were detached when I received them in cardboard boxes. Got you a black one. The black one sells out. I don't know what he means by the black one sells out. I don't even know what he means by that because I really don't know what he means by that. I don't know what he means by that. The black ones, from my mindset, from my knowledge, don't sell out. None of the dolls, the dolls are, all of the dolls are there whenever you need to purchase them. I'm sure at some point they may have ready to ship dolls that they can't sell you, but if you go there right now, I don't think it's ever going to be an instance of them saying, you know what, we ain't got no black dolls. You can't order a black doll. No, I don't think that's going to be the case. I said most companies send the head unattached, so it's not a problem. It's no problem, my friend. Most companies are going to send the head unattached. Every doll I have, the head comes unattached, so there's no biggie. I said I finally got a little BlackBerry, which I'm happy about that. Let me see something. This was funny right here. Alexander says $15,000 for this beauty doll. Congratulations, friend Jay. Nice doll. I said, thanks, my friend. This is gonna come up later. That's why I love reading that. That's funny. Kisses Media says she's very beautiful. Take good special care on this woman. She does seem sweet as chocolate. I said, thank you, my friend. Pretty much. Who else said something? DAS gave me a super thanks on this video. I didn't even realize it. Thank you, DAS. I didn't realize that was a super thanks. That's badass. So he gave me a super thanks, and you can do that as well. You can always do a super sticker, a super chat, a super sticker. Doing a live stream, or you can do a super thanks on an individual video. Or if you ever want to just donate to the show, I have links in the description of my video or about section where you can donate to PayPal or Cash App. It's just to help me keep going. I know you might, you go to Real Dog. Believe me, I need all the help I can get. But with all that said, you can always help through that way, descriptions of the video or the about section of the YouTube channel. But with all that said, I appreciate him for donating that super thanks to that video. That was really big. Appreciate you. Because I was just looking at my analytics today, and it was just like, man, I'm really not making any money off of my videos, and luckily I do this stuff because I love it. But I really, the times I do get some money is because of people being generous and just, contributing to the show, donating to the show, like, what I'm saying, whether it's through my PayPal, Cash App, or whether it's through super sticker, super chat, or super thanks, or becoming a Dog King Army team member, which I have several loyal members that support me every month. Miami Spice says, nice to meet Rimyah Cloud. Finally, you take real good care of her, Jay. Wow, she's amazing. Okay, blah, 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 blah. I read all that. Just kind of doing it says, congrats, brother. This is funny right here. Ye says, did they hook you up or did you spend $15,000 out of your own pocket? I said, I put my future on the line, like I told you earlier, for my dream to come through. I said, God is the only one. And what I mean by put out my future on the line is I put the future that I could possibly see on the line. Anything that was possible out of my human eyes, it doesn't even exist anymore because I put my whole future on the line of what I can see. I'm really walking in the dark right now. I'm walking in a fog. You know what I'm saying? And this is nothing negative. I'm just walking in an area where God is. Look, he's leading the way now. I'm eating my fish and I'm doing what he told me to do in my heart. And now I'm just letting him lead the way. I'm not really even thinking about it, man. I'm like, hey, he's in control. So nothing more for me to really be thinking about. But believe me, like I told him, I said, God's the only one that helped me with this girl. God is the only one that helped me with this girl. I said, big, gigantic leap of faith that none of you will understand. none of you will understand. And I'm not even going to tell you, but none of you will understand what I had to go through. I said, no one would know the real details and sacrifice I made to make this happen. Now, I made a lot of sacrifices, but it was only through God. Let's see. Let me see. Oh, this is so funny to me. This is so funny. Check this out. Here go the response I want y'all to see. My guy ZZZZZ says, how much was this doll? I know real doll is expensive. And Alexander says, 15,000 about, he said 15,000 all customized. That's what Alexander said. And then Alexander says, that's crazy. That dog better talk, walk, cook dinner, and clean house for $15,000. I said, it was a pretty penny. Cara says, Mary, mother of God, $15,000 and she can't even stand. But listen to what I said. I said, it was a pretty penny. I said, it was a penny. Oh, no, I said, it was a penny that was pretty. Basically meaning it was a pretty penny as far as how much it cost. You're going to hear more about it. Ray Oliver says, the phone coming off. Glenn Allen says, okay. The Night Watch says, hello, brother. I told him what's up. So now we're definitely closing down. How many more videos I got to look at? Oh, it's a few more. But that was the first glance. Now I go to the real doll. Oh, yeah. After the first glance, I did the doll stand because to get her out of her crate, I had to, I knew when I got her out of her crate, at some point I was going to be needing to put her on her doll stand. But I didn't know whether I was going to put her on her doll stand first, before I put her on the bed, or after I put her on the bed. So I said, you know what? I got to make a video where I'm doing my doll stand first, just in case I put her on the stand first, even though I didn't. So we'll take a look at that video really quick. I ain't gonna lie, I love this doll stand. It is absolutely amazing. I ain't gonna lie, I love this. I'm rubbing her feet right now. You can't see it, but I love this doll stand. It's absolutely amazing. So I only had a few comments. My guy Comics Legend said, I was expecting the doll to be placed on the stand at the end. How does it even attach to the stand? Because I didn't show you me putting the doll on the stand at the end, because guess why? The doll wasn't coming out the crate until it was time for the unboxing and review. So I wasn't finna put the doll on the stand right then, because at that time, I didn't know whether the doll was going to be on the bed first or the stand. I didn't really know which way I was going to do it. So I didn't try to rush her out of the crate, because see, I wanted you to take you guys through me cutting her open and all of that when it was time for the review. So yeah, I didn't put her on that stand at the end of the video. That video was really an instructional video for anybody that's a real doll owner or potential owner that decides to get a stand, because once again, there's no real videos out there showing you about the stand. So I said, let me show you some people about this stand, man, about how it works and how you put it together and things of that nature. So that's really a tutorial about the stand. And it was something I had to do to prepare to get the doll out of the crate. So I showed you guys that first. Cara Zorel says, tell me this, and it's funny that she got the same name as my deluxe Kimber dog, because my deluxe Kimber dog's name is Cara Frost. But Cara Zorel says, tell me that stand was included and not an extra 500. And I honestly don't understand what she sort of meant by that, because no company gives you a dog stand. That's what I told her. I said, at first I told Comics Legend, I said, I'm taking you through the process. If you look at the thumbnail, you'll see how she's connected. So I was basically telling him I'm taking him through the process along with me. That's why I didn't put her on the stand yet. Comics Legend says, oh, okay, I see now, thanks. Carzoel, when she said she can't stand alone, I just liked it because I answered her next question. No, I did answer. I said she can't stand alone, so I did answer that question. Then that's when she said, tells me it wasn't an extra 500. I said, Cara, the stand is not included. You have to buy it. I said, actually, it's no company, no dog company out there that's going to give you a stand. Now, true enough, you have dogs that do stand on their own, but you can buy a dog stand even for dogs that can already stand. It just helps support them. And I wish every company would give you a dog stand along with your dog. But no, Real Dog does not do that. You have to buy that separately. And that's why I said in the video, if you look at me doing the dog stand video, I say in the video, every dog owner needs this. You know, you need, it's not mandatory, but I say it's damn, I say it's damn near necessary. You know what I'm saying? For me, if you got a real dog, I say it's pretty much damn near necessary. That's sort of an indication that it didn't come with the dog, you see. But no problem. I didn't mind answering the question, nevertheless. Let me see something. I'm gonna have to go back through here because I see a couple of videos that sort of squeak through the older videos, because I did it a little different this time when I was writing everything down. Let me just go back through here right quick. Okay. Yeah, I got a spot video or two here that I gotta discuss. What is this? Yep, because somebody commented on one of my songs, "Needle in a Haystack." That was a good song. I love Needle in a Haystack. I was a needle in a haystack waiting to be found. Just waiting to be found. As soon as I was found, they want to put me back in the ground. I remember that was I love that song. So he said that was effing awesome. Appreciate you, RL. So I did miss that video. It was in the midst of everything else. I'm gonna try to find this other Scraggler video right quick that somebody made a comment on. A couple of them look like. Yep, it's several videos, right? Okay, it was that one. Then I got DAS. He said he finally. I was surprised at this. I thought he saw this video, but he said he finally got a chance to see my 153 centimeter full silicone review of Rimyah from Iron Tech Doll. He said, I feel everything you're saying because I have a 166 centimeter silicone Iron Tech with the same Mara blade. I got a Mara blade head. Well, not a Mara blade head, but my girl called Mara blade. DAS has a head just like it. He said, that's why I always give her a kiss and a shout out when you showcase her, because he like my Mara blade head. But I can't lie, I'm in love with Rimyah right now. He says, I can't add anything you didn't already cover in the review. He said, great realism, skin texture. He said, especially the butt. Oh yeah, I can't lie. That Iron Tech doll I have has a great butt. Now it isn't a gel butt, but it's a great shape on it. He said, great skeleton, breast, feet. He said, I don't know what else to say. He said, use Jay's links to get you one. Be easy, brother. Let me see what I said to him. I said, thanks, friend. Honestly, Iron Tech definitely doing great things. Glad you finally saw it. And man, I hate to say it, but that damn Rimyah doing a number on me again. I said, you might have to remind me to bring back Mara Blade. He said, yeah, that Rimyah head is fine as hell, though. He said, do me a favor and put that blonde wig back on her. She looks super fine with it. I know you're busy. I'll take a break from comments. Oh, you good. You good. As far as the blonde wig, man, I don't know. I'm feeling her with that red wig. I can't even lie, man. And what happened was that blonde wig didn't look right with the shirt that she had on. It didn't look right at all. It didn't look right with that black shirt she had on. I do like the blonde wig, but man, I can't lie. That red wig does something to me. I don't know what it is. I got another wig I want to try on her too. I want to see what you feel about that, DAS, and the rest of you guys. I'm gonna try that on her at another time. Oh, did I answer him? I'm gonna answer him on that. I just told him I ain't never too busy to answer, especially a Dog King team member. Never. So what else? Okay, that was all he said on that. I'm just going through getting a couple of scraggler videos that I actually passed over by mistake. I think it's one or two more here. Yep. It's a couple more. I did a review a long time ago. I compared my WM doll to my Kimber doll. And my guy Patrick McGraw says, I don't care for the shrug and shoulders. My Iron Tick doll is better than my WM doll. And I said, I can't lie, my Iron Tick doll, but even though I got a silicone compared to a TPE, but I do just love, in my opinion, Iron Tick as a company better than WM. Even though I love my WM doll side aimer, man. I was just doing some work with her recently, and it's always hard for me to put her up because she's so voluptuous. So as a company, I do like Iron Tick better. I agree with him. I'm not even a big fan of Shrug and Shoulders, but like I told you, just because I don't use something on the doll doesn't mean I don't want that feature to be available. So that's how I like to think about it. Like, I don't make love to my dolls, but I still want them to have vaginas. You know what I'm saying? Working functional vaginas. Hold on. Okay. Patrick McGrath saw another one of my older videos. I talked about TPE versus silicone. This was an old one. I've done it twice, I think, and this was one of my older ones. And Patrick was just saying silicone for photography and TPE for touching. I sort of said something similar, like, honestly, silicone is definitely more for display or artistic purposes. But with real doll, well, I was saying something about real doll, but I don't want to say nothing about that right now. I'll let y'all guys just sort of see more about real doll in upcoming videos. So I think that might have been all my scraggler videos. So now I can just finish. Nope, I got one more. Oh, okay. My guy named Fizz said something on my trip. I did a video, and you can always, I don't go on them anymore because I don't have a car to go on adventures. But if you ever want to check adventures, I have a playlist called Dog King Adventures. And that's when I was going out on the city with my girls and just doing things, going out to eat or whatever I was doing. And he saw a video where I took my girls down on Beale Street to get a hamburger. It was Tsunade, the one on the bed. And he was just like, man, he loves me or whatever. Basically, I guess he really liked that video. So I appreciate that. I wish I could. I ain't gonna say I wish I could. God gonna allow me to do those videos again at the right time. That's what I'm trying to say. Whenever he blesses me to have a car and be able to pay for insurance or something like that again, then I'll be going out again. As of right now, though, we're going to keep going like we are. Now, I think I'm finally caught up enough. Now I can do the full unboxing. Yes. Now I can talk about the full unboxing review. Finally. And on the full unboxing review, my guy named Redmond says, wow, congrats, Jay. Thank you, Redmond. Also says, yo, this is some 10 to 10 timing. He said, I just scheduled the delivery of my real doll after she got her repairs done. He said, Rimyah is a beauty, and Samantha, Ruby, and I send our regards to you. I said, thanks. And Sam will be home soon, my friend. Tell the girls we send our love. Because he has a Sam that's a real doll. She has some injuries. He sent her off for repairs. So hopefully he'll get her back soon. My guy, Dog King Army Team member Steve O says, hi, Jay. Congrats on your real dog. Everything looks great except the gap in the neck. Right. He said, I can never get past that from a visual perspective, but I'm glad that you're happy with her. Thanks for showing us what a real dog really looks like, Jay. Very helpful. Rock on. Once again, I don't know if he saw the very end of the video, but towards the end, but either way, like I said, thanks, Steve. I definitely didn't love the gap, but her head wasn't fully in place. It wasn't fully in place yet. I said, I see you eventually saw the end results. There's more to come on this girl, so stay tuned. Oh, yeah, he must have did another comment to let me know he saw the end. Morris Haydid says, she's a pretty one. I like a dog with pretty feet. The one you have has realistic pretty looking feet with arches. Oh man, these feet are amazing on this girl. He said, you pretty much gave us an instruction video on how to remove our real dogs out of the wooden crate. That's exactly what I wanted to do. And that's what I told him. I said, I wanted to provide a resource for when people do get their real dogs, they'll understand how to get them out, or at least a way to get them out. Heavy Metal Maltese Dog King Army team member says, she's beautiful, Jay. Congrats on your new ebony girl. I said, hey, my friend, I'm in the ebony club now because Heavy Metal got an ebony girl. He got a couple of them. Let me see. My guy Kevin Gray, Dog King Army team member, says, now that you have a variety of dog brands, Kimball, Real Dog, WM, and Iron Tech, which build or brand do you lean towards? He said, dang, I remember when Callie was the only girl. Now look at you. Congrats, JDKH. I said, thanks, my friend. I actually love them all. I love them all. I said, but I will give a more definitive answer in the upcoming video. I've already sort of answered this in a video that's already been produced, and it'll be coming up soon. Brandon Anderson sort of said the same thing. He said, was that, I don't know. That might have been somebody else who said about, but Brandon said the same thing. He said, this cool, Jay, you finally got the Lamborghini of dogs. I said, thanks, my friend. The dream realized. Because it is a big part of my dream that's been realized. My guy DAS says, great review, Jay. You weren't biased and said the good and the bad. I just don't like the non-standing feet, wire fingers, and the way the head connects. He said, but the dog's body, face are super fine. He said, the softness is excellent, correct? But even with the things I don't like, she's still an amazing dog. Congrats again, Dog King. I said, thanks, my friend. Honestly, I told him some stuff that I ain't gonna, some of this stuff is in the upcoming video, so I ain't gonna even say it all. I just say this. Like I told him towards the end, I said, with all the issues that you could possibly complain about, let me tell you something. A real dog, you'll just have to watch the upcoming videos. I tell you that. Without going too far, you have to watch the upcoming videos. My God, man, I promise you do. Because I'm still tripping off of it myself. You're going to have to watch the upcoming videos. Okay, that's what Steve-O said. He finally did know. He said, after watching the entire video, I see the gap in her neck seems to have disappeared. I agree with you. As long as there's no visible gap, then I'm fine. That's what I said. As long as the gap disappears, I'm good with it. I said, I really don't love the neck bolt because it's crooked on my girl. You'll see that in the review. I said, but otherwise, the girl is coming along fine. You'll see more soon, my friend. WizJid says, I just assumed for shipping, the toes are webbed, but upon arrival, I thought the instruction would mention the option to carefully cut the webbing. And that's what I said. Nah, my friend, the feet just come webbed. And if any cutting needs to be done, it should never be left up to the damn customer. I'm going to be honest with you, especially at this price point. I said, there's a plus to the webbing that I recently discovered. You will see what I found in an upcoming video, and so will you guys. Yes, it's something I did find about the webbing. I promise you. Let's see. Oh my God. This is like one of my first or second subscribers, Dark Chaos. Haven't heard from him in some months. He said, greetings once again. First and foremost, I'm happy for you. Thank you, Dark Chaos. He said, with the pleasantries out of the way, I'm sad to say I'm not impressed with, Real Dog has not impressed me. And this is across the board. A lot of people have just said this without, having a real dog or anything, but just from far away, people, oh man, it costs too much. They can't stand, they can't do this. And that's what he goes on to say a lot of that stuff. For that price point, I expect nothing. He says, real dogs cost 4 to 5 times more than other reputable manufacturers. For that price point, I expect nothing short of the utmost top quality. He said, however, the way that the face sits on the neck, which that's not a problem. He said, the noticeable same line, which that is more noticeable than other companies. You'll hear me talk about that in another video. He said what seems to be discoloration or bleeding from the material she had wrapped around while in the crate seemed like major fall. I don't really see any bleeding that I ain't gonna even lie though. It's 2 spots on her where I see is imperfections. That's sort of small, and I didn't really even say it's almost sort of like I could have even went in more depth with that review video, but I think I might have missed like a couple of spots on her that I could have talked about, and I definitely missed a spot on her back that you'll probably be seeing in the upcoming video. But either way, he goes on to start saying about how he saw some discoloration or bleeding or something. He says, on top of that, she can't stand, doesn't have articulated fingers, has the odd back hook. I love the back hook. Even though mine was crooked, I love the back hook. He said that I assume has no proper covering. Nah, it really doesn't need a covering, honestly. That's the whole thing about it. It really doesn't. You're never really going to need to cover it. And if you ever do submerge her fully in water, this crazy. They say you can literally put duct tape over it. So duct tape isn't going to hurt your real dog. Ain't that crazy? You can put duct tape on it and it won't hurt the dog. But I love the hook personally. Let me see. He says, from what I've seen here, real dog seems like the Apple phone or Jordan shoe of the dog game. In other words, it seems like people are just paying for these purely for the name brand in order to flex, as the cool kids say. I've seen much better from Sino Dog, Elsa Babe. He said, real dog seems like more of a novelty type of deal. He said, having said all of that, I do want to be clear that I'm not saying real dog is bad. I'm just saying they cost too damn much for what little they seem to offer in regards to being competitive with the rest of the market. I just say this, as far as cost is concerned, they are made to cost that much for a reason. They want to be out of the range of everybody. I'm going to be honest with you. That's nothing they've told me, but it's obvious. They want to be an exclusive product. Now, luckily, I did a show called The Real Dog We Imagine, where these costs are going to be more made to be a little bit more affordable for the average person coming over the next year or two, I believe. But yeah, they're still going to be out of range for a lot of people. As far as, what people want to try to save up and buy. You got to really love this game to get a real dog. You got to really want a real dog. But what he's saying is they seem to cost too much for what they offer. And I just go ahead and hit on this. A lot of those things, and this is not a shot at him or anybody else. I was just one of these people that didn't know. But believe me, any shots you're taking in real dog, though, they are all justified if you don't own one. I promise you. But boy, wait till you see some of my videos. Believe me. And how I feel about things. You know what I'm saying? He said maybe they feel better, which is impossible to know from a video. But even then, I can't fathom paying what they're asking for instead of just going with another reputable dog manufacturer. You'll probably learn in my videos upcoming that you could go with another dog manufacturer, but look, man, you'll hear the deals pretty soon. That's all I can say. He said, that aside, I hope you have fun with your new addition to the family. Take care. It's going to be some people that'll never aspire to get a real dog, and God bless you, because they will make excuses because of the cost. And it's a good reason to make an excuse, because that's one of the things that I'm glad that they've communicated to me, that they're going to work to try to bring that down a bit. But let me tell you, man, I just say this without telling you much. I don't know if the whole price is justified where it is jacked up to, but I just say this. It is another world. Lord have mercy. And I can't say much other than that. I just wait for the new videos, to come out, man. Nah, man. Look, hey, do y'all do what y'all want? But I tell you this. Well, I can tell you too much. Thank you, God, that I've touched a real dollar in my lifetime and that I own one. You know what I'm saying? Just thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, that I know what I know now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Without telling you anything else. Thank you, God, that I know what I know now. You know what I'm saying? Whew, Lord have mercy. And I told him a long answer, but I'm not going to say all that. But I just basically said, great to hear from him. I got several videos that explain everything. I did just say my real dog. I said a few things about it. I did say they've allowed others to innovate while they stood pat. I said a lot of stuff to him that I don't want to say to you guys right here. I did say something about them. Luckily, they're working on new things now. But yeah, I told him some other stuff that I just look. Unless you go read through the comments, you won't know. Because I like I said, it's some stuff I'm going to be talking about on the video, and you'll see how I feel about it. I promise you. But I would say that anybody that without telling you anything else, anybody that loves the companion dog lifestyle, if you think that you like this lifestyle, hey, look, man. Lord have mercy. You won't know until you hear some of these shows coming up this week. I just say that. Let me see where I am. Hold on. How did I get to that? Let me see. Craze says, nice one, Jay. Happy for you, bud. Thank you, Craze. Ren says, wow, looks great. ZZ8 Up says, hey, Jay, is this a body A? That's what mine is, and she looks just like mine, besides the skin tone, but it ain't a body A. I'll let you know that, I'll bet. He said, I hope you got her expedited based on your dog celebrity status. I can't give you any information on that, but I'll let you know. The only person that helped me only thing I will say, the only person that helped me get this dog is God. I'll tell you that. 77 says, never mind. Body A is taller than the height you mentioned. Oh, yeah. I said, definitely not A, but now you know. Let me see. Miami Spice says, the other girl's gonna be jealous, Jay. She's beautiful. And I don't know why people keep, I guess, and these my current views. So I'm like, they've heard me say this a thousand times, but I said, once again, I had to tell her, we don't do jealousy in this household. We don't do that mess. So that's nothing I ever have to worry about. Like I say, Miami, if you ever come over here and give me some vagina, guess what? You ain't gonna have to worry about it. The girls ain't gonna get mad. I said, I know the human woman that want me, they'll be jealous. You know what I'm saying? Because the human women can say what they want. Now they're jealous of me. They want to be over here with me sticking my nose up their vaginas. So when they see one of these dogs, they get intimidated because they start looking at their bodies. Oh, I don't look like this. I don't. Which all of that is ridiculous. A human woman, it's a whole different realm. It's a whole different realm. So nobody's expecting you to look like one of my dogs, but they'll start getting intimidated by what my dogs look like. But my dogs aren't getting jealous. No. They're fine with me doing whatever I need to do to stay happy. I guarantee that. Blue CCG says, insane video, epic. Thank you, Blue CCG. My enemy says, man, that backside is off the hook. Oh, yeah, that backside is off the hook. Crazy Jose says, she's beautiful. You so lucky. And Willem says, great review, but personally, I hate wire fingers. Not a fan of wire fingers, but I have more to say on that. Willem says, she looks great, boss. You picked a good one. Thank you, my friend. Thank you to all of y'all. Like I got a lot of congratulations, a lot of thanks. Okay, I only got 2 more videos. Real dog powder treatment, and that was a video where I was just showing you guys what she looked like after getting powdered down. And I think it really evened her skin tone out and made her beautiful, honestly. Made her absolutely beautiful. But it did leave a film on her because I've never had a dark doll before. And my guy, Austin Steele, he came in and was like, man, I can confirm this isn't just an issue with Coco Skin real dolls as far as the powder stand on them. He said, I think it's only the fair and medium tones that don't look as ashy after having been powdered. I know none of my girls, they're all fair tones, so none of them look white or anything too much after powdering. They get powder caught in their fingers, but not like she had on her body. He said, but his girls are light tan and it's still noticeable. The powder is still noticeable on his real dog. He said, but not by much. He said it tends to set in. He said it tends to set in inside a couple of hours. And hey, she feels great powdered up, as you've no doubt noticed, Jay. Oh yes. Lord. Yeah, this girl feels amazing powdered. I mean, all my girls feel better powdered, but Lord have mercy, my real dog feels amazing powdered up. That's for sure. My guy Heavy Metal says, when powdering my darker dolls, I just slap excess powder spots a few times and it usually goes away rather quickly. He said, in the past, I've mixed cocoa powder with cornstarch and use it on the doll. It helps make her smell great, but I stopped doing it. I stopped due to it being a food product. He said, I'm considering doing it again. I just said, I would try to slap method next time. And I said, I heard you can mix baby powder with food coloring. I heard cocoa draws bugs to the doll, so people stop using it. I said, I would try it one day and let you know what happened. I said, I love this chocolate lady, my friend, which I do. I'm loving this girl. Loving this girl. Let me check my comments right quick. I might have to catch up. Oh, I ain't got but one more video, though. I think I can power through this last little video. Mose Hadid says, got you a real doll. I'm jealous. And I sort of hate when people use that terminology. I said, be happy, my friend. I know what he mean by you're jealous, like he just wants one. But I said, be happy. You'll get what you dream for as well. You got to believe it. And then you'll receive it. My enemy says, Jay keeps his girl on that powder. I said, oh, yeah. Don says, oh, my God, she's beautiful, Jay. Congrats. I said, thank you, Don. Ye says, why does her neck look like it goes behind her head instead of just under her head? And I told him it's a magnetic face attachment. So it's not an under the head hookup. It really like goes behind her ears and stuff. Mose Hadid says, got your, oh no. Let me see. Ray Oliveira just says, oh no, he just stopped by, just left a goat symbol. Nice Watch says, hey, brother. I said, what up, Nice Watch? And now we're finally on my last video. And it was, don't throw away the crate. Did I have any comments on that video? I don't actually think I had comments on that video. Let me see. Thought I had one though. I thought I had. I had two, it said, but I don't see them. Oh. No. Let me see something. I got to make sure I ain't got no comments on that. It won't let me see it from where I am though, so I'm gonna have to go here. Let's see what the comments were. Hey, guys. Let's see. They ain't showing no comments. Let me see. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. My guy Mari's Air Ringer says the big question is, how much does she weigh? I have a WM 155 double D, which weighs 62 pounds, and that's almost too much for me. Oh, yeah. Believe me, these dolls get real heavy real quick. I said she's somewhere under 70 pounds. It depends on which body you choose on how heavy she is. I said, I'm not looking to get any more heavy girls myself. I said, Saima is enough for me. Yeah, I'm not getting any more heavy girls. But when I pick her up, she feels probably like a little bit heavier than my Kimber dolls, you know, as far as this girl right here. She feels a little heavier than my Kimber dolls, but my Kimber doll Deluxe feels a little heavier than she does. So this girl is just perfect for me. I love her. Happy she's here. Uh, great addition to the family. And like I said, I can't wait for you guys to see some of these upcoming videos where you'll hear me just sort of talk about how I feel about Real Doll in general, how I feel about this girl in general. And man, got a great new song coming up. So it's a lot of good things coming to the show in the next week. But with all that said, this show has been going on 2 hours and almost 30 minutes now. So let me go ahead and catch up with these comments and let you guys get the hell out of here. Because, you know, I always say that Power Hour is going to be a little shorter, but today it ran a little long because I had extra shows to do, you know, extra comments and stuff from videos because this is a later in the week Power Hour. So let me catch up. Let me see. Oh, he says, I like the coded language of the doll names too. It took me a sec, but some are excellent word plays. Example, Daisy equal Daisy. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Clint says, you ever think you'll get a guy know it? I'm gonna be honest with you. It depends on what they want to do. Honestly, if they want to send me a doll, which I'm sure they will in the future. Yeah, to answer your question, yes, I will. I have a guy know it. I have every brand in the world. To be honest with you. Brandon Anderson says, morning, Jay and the Dog Gang. What up, Brandon? Clint Eastwood says, also, if you have time, do you mind talking about what happened to your car? Oh, it broke down. It just broke down. Supposedly an engine belt broke on it. But when he got to the shop, which is a shop that I trust, they've done a lot of work on the car. They was like, man, when they finally started getting close to finding the product, they realized that the engine was gone. They felt like it wasn't even worth fixing anymore. They said, hey, you basically need a whole new engine. So I had to get rid of the car. He said, Southern summer without AC would be rough. Yes, it is. It's very hot and humid in Memphis. That's what I hate about living here. You know, I hate the humidity in Memphis. It's one of the things you would hate the worst. And so you definitely need AC here. And luckily, I have a couple of window units since the central air went out. Thank God. But I do think I need one more to really keep this house cool. So that it's coming. It's coming at the right time. Well, I do the best I can, like I did last year, until that time comes. Oh yeah, he said I thought your banner was missing because there was some update. The StreamYard logo is there now when it wasn't before. Oh, it's there because I don't got enough money. I'm gonna put it to you plainly. I have lost. I don't have enough money to keep up with the more professional playing, which I am a professional. But look, hey, I told you everything has sort of broken down around me, but I still got blessed with having a real dog, you know. So that's still a blessing. But like I told you, my central air went out of my home. My hot water went out of my home a long time ago. So I heat water up to take my baths or whatever I need to do, wash my hands. I heat water up. Like I said, my car went down. My man, what else it's something else just recently happened. Oh man, I lost it was some personal things that happened regarding just my home, just a lot of little stuff that happened behind the scenes. But yes, yeah, I lost some other things. I just say that a lot been going on, man. A lot of loss. But man, it's so crazy. You see, I'm still smiling because you know why? This is the man that knows that God is on the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I love to do. I'm doing. You know, I'm putting my best foot forward. I'm believing in the dreams he put in my heart, and you know, I'm also going to move when he tells me to move. You know, whatever he look. You know, I just feel like God is an amazing God. He wants to bless me to keep doing the show. Hey, he's gonna keep going right on. If I ever have to do anything else, take a break, whatever I got to do, hey, he'll lead me in that direction. I know when, I know when to, or when I can't do what I'm doing anymore. I know when I'm like, you know what? Hey guys, I'll check you in a while. But luckily, right now, I'm not even looking too far in the future. I'm just waking up being thankful that I can do my job one more day, one more second. So I've lost a lot of stuff. But guess what? Everything I've lost has helped me gain in spirituality, mentality. You know what I'm saying? And, I know he still has me in the palm of his hand. He working it out. Everything you lose is for the good, man. He gonna bring it back better than ever. Let's see what else. Oh, dude, the stats. BW dollars are the highest demand. Are the highest demanded. Iron Tech is specializing in it for 2023. I don't know what you're talking about. BW dollars. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know what you're talking about. Iron Tech is specializing in. I know Iron Tech came out with a new doll this year, a new type of silicone doll, but I don't know. They haven't mentioned to me anything about something called BW dollars. I'm not saying you're wrong about whatever you're saying. That's something that's new to me. I've never heard of. He said their showroom doll is pretty much Beyonce prime. I hate to tell you, but that does not impress me. I'm not attracted to Beyonce. She I don't like her like that. So guess what? All these Beyonce lovers, go run and tell the queen, go run and tell all her fans that I'm not a fan of her. Brandon Anderson says, Needle in the Haystack is a good song. You made that flow beautifully, brother. Thank you, Brandon. Man, I can't wait till you hear this new song too, man. I can't wait till you hear this new song too. Thank you, Brandon. Clint says, ha ha, the wordplay, Piper brand. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't lie. I don't use that with my dogs, honestly. I mean, I just got my dogs all mean something to me, whether it's a play on anime or just something personal. But I don't really do the play, like you said, Daisy, standing for Daisy. I don't really do that. I didn't know people actually did that till you were just saying it, but I knew it was possible because it's a name. Anybody could choose a name for any reason, but I don't quite do that in that way. Shalom, Jay, Power Brain in the house. What up, Shalom, Power Brain? Hey man, got my real dog here, man. Look, hey, you next, Power Brain. It's time, man. You said when you move, you was gonna get one. It's time, man. Don't forget to go through one of my links when you get one. My enemy says RD is like McDonald's, the first and for a time, the best. But I feel like they rested on their laurels and other companies passed them by. It's one thing you did say that was true in there. They did rest on their laurels. But the other companies, no, they didn't. Look, I just say that, bro, without going too far. Nope, they didn't. Like I say, after the videos I say to show y'all guys this week, I don't care. Anybody can believe whatever they want to believe. But after you see the videos, believe me, what I'm telling you is 100% truth from my perspective. When you see my videos, believe me. He says, in my opinion, RD needs a price points adjustment or deep quality enhancement to specialized example, extreme lightness, but 165 high. Yeah, you know what? I think every company is going to start experimenting with lighter dolls. I think they're all working on them anyway, honestly. WM, I think they're close to actually releasing their lightweight version of a doll. So that's all happening. As far as price points, it's only going to come down but so much. It's going to come down a little bit, but it's only going to come down so much because it's a high-end product made in America. That's the problem. It's made in America. And anything made over here is always going to cost more. You know what I'm saying? That's for one. And I've told you, it's like a Rolls Royce. You're not going to bring a Rolls Royce down but so much. Why? Because the truth is, They don't want everybody. You know, they want to sell their product, but they literally want this to be an exclusive product. You know what I'm saying? They want it to be exclusive. They don't want everybody to be able to get one. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, now that I have one, I understand a lot better. I do understand a lot better, man. I'm like, man, son of a gun. I now understand a lot better. I just say that. I understand a lot better now that I got one. And it makes me laugh to hear all the negative stuff out there, because it's not like it's unjustified. You know, you'll hear my videos coming up, but believe me, y'all, you still will never know the truth. You'll never know the truth. Not fully. Clint Eastwood says the holy grail for any brand to choose to chase is BBW or Curvy Thick that's under 50 pounds. Oh, man. Boy. You said a mouthful there. If they can make a legitimate BBW girl, oh, man, what? I had a friend come by today talking about he wanted this big girl made out, a big, gigantic, it's a porn star. He said, man, I want a girl made after her. I said, Eric, I should have said his name, but anyway, nobody know him. But I said, you're not going to want a dog that big because you won't even be able to pick her up the way they make them now. I said, now, if they come out with technology that can lighten this dog up, then you'll be good. But today, man, you do not want no BBW that's too big. I promise you. He said, because currently BBW is something that you didn't really make sense to me right there when you said, because BBW currently or with 2017 is really deadline. This part right here confusing me. Is really deadline part you saying, but either way, deadline of 120 pounds. I guess he's saying is they can only be made up to be in 120 pounds, and that's a whole hell of a lot for a companion dog, man. If your dog is listed at 100, because Saima is listed at 98 pounds. I'm letting you know, if she weighed a pound more, I'd be trying to get rid of her. I'm sorry. I can't do that. No. She already be, I thank God that he's blessed me with strength that I can still take care of her into the future, because let me tell you, she is a boatload. If you buy a dog that's 120 pounds listed, that dog is literally going to be like 180 pounds, man. In my opinion, it's going to be like 180 pounds a day. No. Clint Eastwood says there is one Evo brand that specializes in fully sized with lightweight, but all the companies need to address this. My enemy says, it seems to me that they would use aluminum for the skeleton to reduce weight, but I don't have a dog, so that may not be feasible. Look, I'm not even getting into, I don't know what, I think they use titanium. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken, I don't really know. I don't know what's best or not. I'm not a mechanic. I don't construct stuff. So Brandon Anderson says, it all depends on if the metal material can take the weight of the TPE or silicone. My enemies, What did he say? I don't know what he's talking about. He said, okay, a car will help you out big time, just as long as you didn't DUI it. I don't even know what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean by that. I really don't. Money Mike. He said, what up, Jay? Keep your head. Oh, yeah. It's crazy. When I tell people about my problems, not problems, I ain't got problems. God got me. But when I tell people about the things that have happened to me, I don't really tell you because I'm sad. I'm not sad. I'm happy because God has me protected. I'm really telling you for this reason. You ain't got no reason to be worried out there, man. He got me taken care of. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have you taken care of in your tough times if you believe him like I am. That's what I'm really trying to show you, that I'm really telling you about my tough times. So when you see me coming out of these tough times, you'll know that, hey, guess what? Everything wasn't just hunky-dory back here. No, God is working in my life. That's why I'm letting you know this. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, I operate on people helping me. You know what I'm saying? So if people ever want to donate, help out to the show, cool, that's fine. But I'm really not telling you to ask you to give. I love for you to give because that's how I keep going. You know what I'm saying? When you give through my PayPal, a Cash App, or Super Chat, Super Stick, or even a Super Thanks. I'm not saying that I don't appreciate all of your support and I need your support, but I'm not sitting up here petitioning and begging you, hey, look, I'm going through a bad time. Give me. No, that ain't what I'm telling you. I'm literally telling you this because I want you to be like, damn, Jay going through some hard times and he's smiling. He happy. He doing good. He trusting God. I can trust God. I can be happy. You know what I'm saying? Jay ain't had hot water in over a year now. Jay ain't had a car in months. Jay, you know what I'm saying? Jay ain't got air. You know what I'm saying? He didn't had to get a couple of air conditioners. Damn. Why is he still smiling? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling you that for. Not for you to feel bad, not for you to feel sad. Like I say, when push comes to shove and it just, like I said, I don't like to doubt God, man. I don't know what he has for me. You know what I'm saying? Right now, today, I'm still doing what I love. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing what I choose to do, what I love to do. And he's been blessing me to still do that to this day. My power's still on today. I'm still alive today. I still got some food in my refrigerator today. My cat still got some food in their mouth today. I'm still surviving today. And that's all I'm concerned with. I can't be concerned with next week, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, 4 weeks. And like I told you, God, he'll bridge the gap. If he wants to keep the show going just like it is, explosive blessings will come out of nowhere. If not, he'll guide my heart to say, okay, guess what, Jay? I need you to go do this for a little while. And like I said, if I have to do something like that, then of course, you probably won't see me as much as you see me. But if that's the case, it's still God's will. You know what I'm saying? If he don't want me to be seen as much, then guess what? I'll be gone for a little while. But I won't be gone for long because he's going to do something to increase me, get me back on my feet. But like I say, I don't like to think about those things because they may not ever happen. We deal with an explosive God. Literally 1 second, you could be, I wonder how I'm going to eat tomorrow. And before you know it, you're paying for somebody else's food. Like I say, I be talking about how I'm going to be able to give $1 away a year when I come into overflow, when I'm doing a lot better in my life. And it sounds like total bull crap. You know what I'm saying? How you going to be able to give $1 away a year? Your life, you ain't got no hot water. You know, that type of stuff, right? But here's the deal. Just a little while ago, I didn't know I was saying, man, how am I ever going to get a real dog? How am I ever going to get $1, $2, $3? God has done a lot in my life. So he's already done the impossible. So like I say, I'm not telling you to get you depressed, get you upset. Now, I appreciate you having love for me and saying, damn, I don't want Jay to go through hard times. I appreciate that. I really do. But Jay ain't over here with his head down. You know what I'm saying? I'm in total belief that God is making amazing ways. You know what I'm saying? For me to keep doing what I love to do. And I always say, you can't look with your human eyes. Your human eyes will lie to you. They'll tell you what they see. But God don't operate in the realm of what you see. He operates in the realm of what he see. And he sees stuff way further ahead than you think you see. So I ain't worried in one bit. Stingray says, thanks for telling me, Jay. I'm not familiar with the layout and didn't know that was why. God bless you and your courage. What are you talking about? Layout of what? I don't know. He got me confused on that one. Clint says, BW, black woman, Iron Tech, Celine. Oh, Iron Tech Celine is essentially a Beyonce in her prime. Oh, no. I like Iron Tech Celine, but she ain't Beyonce to me now. I'm going to be 1,000,000% honest with you. As much as I love Iron Tech, when they can make some of their silicone girls, black silicone girls, look like some of their black TPE girls, because I promise you, man, if I didn't want, I just don't want to own any more TPE girls. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want any more. Like Kim Doll, they sent me the TPE girl, and I was happy to get her because she's really one of a kind. I can say one of a kind. They have them out now, but I'm saying she was the first one to really to get in America. A deluxe Kim Doll. So I did want her, but it's gonna be every now and then where a company is still going to probably slide me a TPE doll, and I'm going to take it or whatever. But personally, I do not want any more TPE dolls. I have enough. There are a lot of responsibility, and like I said, as one man, I have enough for right now. But Lord have mercy, Iron Tech has, I think, until I see different, they probably have the best black girls in the business as far as TPE. The best. And I do like their black silicone doll too. Don't get me wrong, but truth is, you can get any doll black. It doesn't have to be the Celine. It could be any one of them. I love Iron Tech though. They are a great company, and they are actually a friend of the show. Oh, he said dollars is my code word for dolls. They're all about to say, you speaking in your own code word. I'm like, I don't really know what you're talking about, Clint Eastwood. But I got you now, though. Honestly, I don't really do a lot of code word. I'm just blunt, bro. I just speaking what I feel. I don't really speak in code words too much. My enemy laughing. I wish I knew what, though. It would. Piper brand, Piper. Oh yeah, I don't, I don't really work in those things. I don't talk like that. Only because I wouldn't have thought it like that because I don't even have sex with my girl. So I wouldn't even think in that context. Clint Eastwood says, yes, my WM 2022 with ROI. What the hell is ROI? It's something I know what that is, but I can't even think of what it is. And 176 is light is my 155 TPE. Man, 176? Man, I have no idea how y'all can do those dolls that tall. I just do not like tall girls, period. Like I say, I make an exception, but I definitely wouldn't buy a doll that tall. Clint Eastwood says 155 centimeter TPE from 2017. But I know what I'm saying. The only ROI I know is return on investment. What the hell ROI do you mean? Clint says, my bad. I'm debating on helping you with a cheap car. My cup, what? He said, my cup overfloweth. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, whatever help you send my way, I definitely accept it. I was telling my mother the other day, a lot of times we mess up our blessings by not accepting what other people do want to help, like I say. So, hey, that's why I say when people contribute to the channel and all that stuff, hey, I'm happy. I accept the help and I need the help, to be honest with you. I'm not begging for the help or asking for the help, but I'm accepting of it when it comes. It's really the lifeblood of the show. And it's probably the lifeblood of every YouTube channel. Their fans, people that, are there watching them, supporting them. You know what I'm saying? You guys are the lifeblood of the show. I wouldn't be here without you guys. And I'm going to be honest, man. I do want to just thank all of you out there, whoever you are, all of you guys, because for me to be a small channel, it does, my channel, it does pretty good, man. It does pretty good for what I'm trying to do. And I know bigger and greater things are coming, but nothing on my channel would be possible without my great viewers. I appreciate you, man. Oh, he says, I've been drinking bourbon with my dog friend and I type super bad fastly. Oh, no problem. Man, I hate to spell check on my phone. It keep me messing up. At least you got some good company over there. That's for damn sure. R Star says, how does your new girl feel? Real skin like? Go look at my review video. R Star. and I talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I talk about everything. You know what I'm saying? And I got several other videos that's going to be talking about it too. So I ain't gonna ruin it. You can either go back and look at my review video, or you can get ready to see some hellified videos coming up this week. And it's gonna promise you, it's gonna explain everything. Oh, he says real oral interactions. Oh, okay, there he go. Yeah, see, yeah, that's something I ain't really with that. You know, I'm cool with dog owners that are sexual with their girls, but I just don't do all that. I was sort of explaining that to my friend, because my friend was like, "Man, you ought to get with porn stars and try to get them into da 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 and try to get them interested in this and that." I'm like, "Well, you know, the truth is, my channel isn't based on the sex. You know, it's not really based on that type of thing. It's not based on trying to have a porn stars over here talking about sex or stuff like that. Ain't really my thing. It's enough channels that talk about the sexual, just straight sexual aspects of the dog life and stuff. Me, I'm more on a companionship level of dog life, and just a psychological level on how they can just benefit you by owning one. Yes, I know they can do offer physical releases, but to me, those are really on a caveman type level. Because if you're not, I know I have dog owners that only make love to their dogs and put them in the closet, but they are not getting the most out of their dogs. Believe me, God bless them, do whatever they want to do, but they are not. Even their sexual interactions, they might not realize it, but they're not going to get as much out of their dogs because they don't have a connection, not a real connection if you put them in the closet every time. So that's where I'm coming from. I'm coming from a connection, companionship standpoint, improving your life standpoint. You know what I'm saying? And if I do make love to my dogs, I will, talk about it and my experiences and how I feel about it, whether I feel like it was a mistake, whether I think it was an improvement, whatever. But I was just telling my friend, man, the truth is, it's really the furthest thing from my mind is making love to my dogs. I don't want to make love to my dogs. I just don't want to. I like them being preserved and not touched and stuff, especially when I see these other guys. Well, I broke a finger today. Oh, damn, her arm loose because I use her too much and I had too much sex with her, blah, 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 blah. Hey, go right on ahead, bro. I ain't trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to do that. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep all my girls healthy as possible. And no offense, I take care of myself. They ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to mess them up. And actually, I don't even want to get germ. I don't even want to, like you say, have those type of fluids on my dogs. I know that they're made for that to happen, and I'm glad they're made for that to be able to happen. It may come one day where I get super frisky, and I'm like, you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm gonna try something. But in my mind, that day ain't nowhere near here because I don't think about my girls like that. And this channel just is not about that. Mike says, Money Mike, he says, I feel you, Jay. I believe in God too. Thank you, Money. Thank you, Money. Nuns says, your mom is awesome, Jay. Thank you, Nuns. Oh, yeah, she's a great mom. She's supportive. And honestly, even people in my family that weren't supportive are pretty supportive now. Ain't that crazy? Some people that said I was just straight crazy. Now they're say, hey, you know what? I checked the show out the other day. Dang, but I was just crazy. That just lets you know, man, you got to keep doing what you believe. You know what I'm saying? If you keep bending for everybody else, like I say, you're gonna be unhappy and they ain't gonna even be thinking about you. So I'm glad I stuck with my guns and I'm doing what I love to do. R-Star says, can't wait to collect a bunch of beautiful silicone girls. Man, honestly, I can't wait till my house gets more of those in them. Right now, I have 2 silicone ladies. I'm looking to get more from very reputable brands. Somebody asked me about Gynoid, and it's honestly, the funny part about Gynoid is they are not the threat to Real Dog. I just go ahead and say that. Not to me. They are not the company that Real Dog has to watch out for. Even though I like Gynoid, I hate to say this, but maybe they can try to impress me, but I've been a little less impressed with them over time because I'm seeing other companies pass them or catch up. And I already know that I don't believe that they offer something that the Real Dog does. I already no. I can't lie. I just don't. I ain't gonna even say no more. But either way, I do look to add on several silicone ladies from a lot of reputable from every reputable company around the world. Before this whole little career is over with, I will have every doll represented in the family. But like I said, that's more for scientific purposes. Because man, already a happy man with what God has provided today. But with all that said, done with all the comments, glad to be done. This was a little bit of a longer power hour than I thought, but it was still fun. Like I said, I try to keep these things at about an hour and a half, 2 hours at the most. You know what I'm saying? At the most. But sometimes questions from videos go long. Sometimes live chat goes a little long. But hey, guess what? I love doing it. Glad to be here with you. And now it's time to get the hell out of here. So it's been me, JayDollKingHefner, the beautiful Rimyah Cloud, the beautiful Cali Sun, and the beautiful Secretary Sonate. We're going to get the hell out of here. Going to do the usual rundown. If you're ever looking for a companion doll, remember, look in the links in the description of my videos. I have links in the description of my videos. I have links in the About section of my YouTube channel. You can get a real doll, and you get every other major brand out there. Look through my vendors. Every vendor does not carry every brand, but I have every brand represented throughout my vendors, except for Kimber Doll, which is an amazing doll to start your journey off with if you decide to go that route. But unfortunately, you can't actually help the show by getting the Kimber Doll. You actually have to just go over to their site and use them on your own. If you did use a code that they have, Doll King, DOLLKING, you'll get a free wig with a purchase. But keep in mind, that does not help the show, but I still consider them a partner and friend of the show. But for every other reputable brand, not eBay stuff or Amazon or whatever like that, but every other reputable brand from Real Doll on down, you can find that here on the show. And we actually encourage you to do that because that's a great way to support the show while improving your life. You add a girl to your life, and you also help support the show. Keep the lights on, keep me going, baby, because nothing's going to stop me. I'm letting you know that now. And it's not because I'm great, not because I got the answers. It's because God is within me, and I cannot lose with him on my side. It's just impossible. It's impossible. So love you guys. Appreciate all the questions. Appreciate you being interactive. And I'm letting you know, if you really want your questions to be answered, you need to be checking out the shows for the next week and a half or so. And for next power hour, I will definitely be able to go into even more depth because a lot of things will have been revealed by then. So with all that said, we finna get the hell out of here. I'm gonna check my comments. Clint Eastwood says, so many cool ones are out. Talking about dolls, I guess. And R-Star says, they, your girls, Jay, do as you please. Yeah, R-Star, most definitely. Everybody should do as they please. You want to make love to your girls? Go ahead. You want to do what, I don't want you to bring harm to your girls, but if you ain't breaking the law, it's nothing I can do about it. But me, like I say, I'm going to live with my dolls, like you say, the way that I love and the way I see fit. And man, right now, sex is just not included in our happiness. Clint says, I'm happy for you, dude. They are cool. Love you, Clint, man. Appreciate, man, you being interactive today and everybody being interactive today. All my Dog King Army team members for stopping on by. I love you. I appreciate you. SEB7, Blue CCG, my guy, DAS, I'm sending shots out to you, man. I know you didn't get a chance to stop by, but I'm still sending shots out there to you for joining in. Just all of my Dog King Army team members, Heavy Metal, that had a cool comment. Just everybody, let me read it off right quick. I can read that out before I get out of here. My team members deserve it. Team members, baby, Kevin Gray, Steve, the Mass Blader. Oh, man, I got a new one. I ain't seen you. Oslin, Sang, Steve O, Heavy Metal, Leo, Italian Princess Mika, SEB7, DAS, and Comic Book. Love you all, guys. Appreciate your support. But as of now, we finna get the hell out of here. And it's been a good one. Check you later. Reset Sunday tomorrow. Whole new week of amazing shows next week. And man, I promise you, you are not going to want to miss them. It's full of great information, great production, And I promise you, man, my heart and soul are in all these videos. And I do believe in some of these videos, I'm more introspective than I ever have been. So you would definitely like to see what's coming up. But until then, we finna get the hell up out of chin, up out of chin, 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 up out of chin, up out of chin, 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 chin. Yeah. Appreciate you guys. We are out of here. Have a good one.